Hidden Curse of Strahd, Session 8. Title to be determined. Alright, back at the Queen with a recap.
Okay, so we took off from the inn after spending like so very long trying to decide what we were going to do. So we left from the inn, so we left from the town because we had to we had to do a lot of things. But what we're first doing is we were going to look for the brother, and then we were going to dinner with the Strahd because, that's not really an invitation that you can say no to. So we headed off, and then as we were, on our way, there was this massive comet that okay, I'm putting comet in air quotes, and it dropped overhead. And Valtor, the fallen Asimir, was like, "Oh my god, we gotta go check the comet." So we temporarily split the party, with Linebeck and Valtor going to investigate the fallen comet. And there was a handprint in the ground, and Valtor put his hand in it. Almost died, died almost, and got a lightning javelin, and saw a little hallucination holographic thing of a broken crown. And then meanwhile, the twins and Farian, we went the other way. We went to go look for Ismark. And Fixie, stop that. Stop that. Sorry. We went to go look for Ismark. We didn't find him. He was not at the meeting place. We don't know what's up with that. But we found a saber-toothed cat who was stuck in a pit with this massive black acid monster that we fought. It nearly killed my sister. Very traumatizing. But then we killed it. And then we finished making our way to sort of to Strahd's castle as we rejoined back into a single group. And we're now with an attendant person who I think doesn't want to let us in.
Alright. So, as you guys are arguing with the attendant,
why are we arguing with him? Does he just not want to let us in?
You're currently you don't have you don't have your papers.
So wait, this is an attendant outside Strahd's castle?
Yes.
I'm gonna pull down my face so that my mask thing so he can see my face and my fangs, and I'm gonna be like, "Motherfucker, I am on the guest list."
Okay, give me a minute.
I'm sorry, Queen. The idea of Storm ripping the flesh from her face.
Not the flesh.
Wow, everyone is just stealing Linebeck's shtick of wearing a mask.
Okay, listen, to be fair, the girls have had little scarves.
Yeah,
since...
it's not like a mask. It's just over our mouths.
Alright.
I am not letting you outside in this rain. My dog's killing me. She wants to go outside so bad, but it's raining so hard.
Yeah, they always want to. They always want what's best for them, not best for you.
Oh, hey, super off topic,
I
but I just found out my mom was having heart pain or chest pains and went to the ER.
Oh boy.
You know, 8 hours after they left to go and get it checked out.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Is everything okay
thought to tell me until I asked, "Hey, where did you guys go?"
Oof.
Swear, they don't tell me anything. I'm gonna find out one of them died in the future because the lawyer is calling me for the will.
Oof.
Oh.
Anyway, she's fine. So
good.
My mom once did that to my sister, totally on accident. She had this small cancerous thing, this little skin lesion thing on her forehead, and she got it removed, and she got it like a super small treatment dose, and she was fine and cancer free. Anyway, and then 3 weeks later, we bring it up offhand with my other sister in the car, who we apparently just forgot to tell. And she was like, "What? You had cancer?"
Awkward.
Stop whining.
I find whenever you yell at someone to stop whining, that rarely helps.
I know, but she's a dog, so. Trixie. Come here.
Okay.
Okay, so, as I was trying to say, Linebeck and Valtor come up to you guys arguing at the gate.
Who's this guy we're arguing with? If I do a divine sense, is he undead?
He's a zombie in a suit.
Just
God.
checking. I do think divine sense for that.
God. So I think Song just kind of looks over her shoulder as she hears Linebeck and Voltor approaching and just, "Did you find what you were looking for?"
There's a worm inside his jaw.
Why is there a worm inside of Valtor's jaw?
No, the
No.
zombie.
zombies.
Although that was what I thought too.
Nah, Storm is going like full Karen, ready to rip someone apart, and Song is just like, "Did it go good? Are we good?"
Yeah, Storm's running on negative energies right now. Her sister was like almost eaten by an acid pudding.
Yeah. I do like to imagine the twins are very close together still. Like they're still holding hands. It's fine.
Linebeck will reply, "Well, it was going good, but he managed to find some kind of meteorite designed to stick his hand inside of it without checking first. Spouted some cryptic crap and then decided to threaten me with a lightning spear. Tell me
didn't
how
mean-
well that went."
I didn't mean to threaten you. I just didn't want you to hurt your eyes.
Still haven't apologized.
I do apologize.
Thank you.
So same old then.
Not too far off.
But yes, I think the heavens may have given the spear to me. He shows it off a little bit, but then puts it right back away.
It's definitely an interesting weapon for sure.
So Varian will go up to the twins like, you were invited by your father. Are you not like formally invited? Do you not have an actual invitation?
He verbally stated that we were invited. He didn't exactly hand us paper, but well, I suppose the Taylor note wouldn't count.
They might have our invitations. Did we? Varian's gonna look around for the kobolds.
They're just like in the carriage. God, I can never remember their Lenny, Laffy, Taffy? No. I gotta write their names down.
Lenny, Larry, and Derry.
Yeah, I will wave for the kobolds to come over.
Okay, yeah, I'll just be like, Lenny, do we have
They-
paper?
They hand over some kind of card wrapped in plastic, has their pictures on it.
I hold it out to the zombie.
Ah, you're the kobold's attendants. Understood.
No.
The kobolds
Go on,
are
Karen.
our
He walks
attendants.
away.
It doesn't help to argue with those that have a misunderstanding.
You say that, but normally it does work out in our favor.
Fair.
Oh, so normally you yell at people and it helps. Gotcha.
It's not our fault that you don't understand.
Oh no, that was me talking.
Okay, cool. You have one voice, Theo. Well, you have 4 voices, Theo.
Limited
Okay,
voices.
rude.
I say with so much appreciation for everything you do for us.
Uh-huh.
So the path is open now. We get to head in now. So I think Song just takes a second, straightens her dress, fixes her hair just a little bit more, and just, well, be on our best behavior then. I would
Oh
suggest
yeah,
that we
I
stay
take some
close
time
together.
to change into my fancy outfit.
Now here's the real question: did Voltor get changed on the way over?
I would assume he did. Yes.
Okay, cool, because Song was about to get on him.
Oh, I totally forgot about this. Okay. I like sit next to Valtor and I smile like I want something. Oh, Valtor.
Yes.
I pulled out the sword that you previously enchanted. I broke it. Can you fix it?
Falter says, "How did you break this?"
Okay, I was just using it as a sword, to stab things. And then I stabbed this like massive black acid thing that was trying to kill my sister, and it broke.
How rude of it.
I know.
For reference, it nearly succeeded. We had a bit of an experience.
Yes.
Alrighty then.
But
It has to be. I can next time we take a rest, I can repair it then.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, he can do it during the long rest. Basically, he can't do it in the middle of the day.
Okay. Sad.
well, now's as good a time as any. We kind of need to get ready. Lineback gesturing to the mud-covered clothes we're probably wearing from digging in the dirt from the meteorite?
Oh, I assumed we cleaned up along the way back, but yeah, that's fair.
Song can prestidigitate you clean over and over again.
That's
Oh my
true
god.
too.
So you just see Song just like stepping closer and just hold still. And I told you to get dressed. And it's
I am-
already.
I
Huh?
imagine it's just you holding out both of your hands, and it's just like an air dryer at max speed, blowing off all the dirt and stuff.
It's like cartoon. It blows off the dirt. It blows off your clothes. It blows off your skin.
That's a little bit too
God.
far, thank you.
God. We have to put the skin back on. No, I think that what it
Zip it
is
up.
she like does a mix of both. So she like snaps her fingers and just clean them up then. And you begin to like the mud begins to like fall away. And then like while like the aftermath of that is just she holds up her hand and you just get hit in the face with so much air. Your hair is very fluffy now.
Like a poodle.
But yeah, so she'll use prestidigitation, clean both of you up.
This is how you guys find out that Lineback has very long hair.
Oh shit.
Because
You
it's
get a
always
is
in
little
like,
a
I wanna
bun.
audio
braid it.
moment.
But yeah, so we'll get them cleaned up, get dressed. I think that Song will take just a second, if they're going to have the time while the others are getting dressed, to pull her mother's mirror back out. Hold it up, allow it to make sure her hair is perfect and her like lipstick is perfect and everything else. And then she'll hold it up to Storm to do the same.
Yeah, I'll like reluctantly, I'll like pull my braid out and like sort of fix my hair up a bit so that it's like, you know, not a rat's nest. And just
Well,
make my face clean.
While this is going on, you just see Farian take a vial out of his pocket, dump it into a rag, and start rubbing it onto his where his beard area would be as he's like removing the rust.
Oh my god.
Walter
Oh,
just fixes his
no.
hair with his hand, and that's about it.
Okay, Song definitely sees it and she just, get over here. Come here. Come. That's not enough. We're going into a party. Come here.
Any ladies walking into the party being like, oh no, the rust adds flavor.
Hey, that's as close as Farian can get to shaving. He's using weak acid to like get rid of the rust on his skin.
Okay, here's the question. Could Song clean the rust away?
Technically,
Wouldn't water just make it worse?
yeah, water would make it worse, which is why he uses a weak acid.
So,
It's
yeah,
like
she'll-
weak acid and armor polish.
God. So I think Song just like calls Voltor over if he'll come over, and then she's just gonna make sure his hair looks nice. Like she is, like she pulls out a comb and everything, and she's like, bend down, bend down.
He does. He somewhat reluctantly does so, but he mostly does what he's told.
And she's gonna sit there for just a second, make sure like his hair is all brushed out and it's not too fluffy or anything.
Storm's gonna put a
Oh.
few little braids in it.
Oh my god.
He wouldn't protest much.
Oh, do I have any like small beads on me? If my dress has like a few small beads, I'll like put them in his hair for sparkle.
Farian can hand you a few wooden beads.
I'll take it.
So I think when he's handing those over, Song just, do you want me to clean that up so you don't have to scrub at your skin like that?
Sure. Mainly, it's the equivalent of a human shaving. I'm just trying to. He points at the patchy and kind of all over rust, and he's like, "I'm trying to make it actually look like a beard."
Right, well, hold still for a moment and let me focus. Let me see what I can do. And with that, Song's just gonna start casually casting prestidigitation. Like I feel like he feels like a little bit of like like rubbing at his skin, as she's gonna like go at like the upper parts of his face to make sure that like he still has like the beard line, but like there's nothing up above.
I see Valtor's cool new lightning javelin, and Storm's like a little bit jealous. She's like, I want it.
It says, "I don't think I can give you this."
No, I don't say I want it out loud, but she's
Oh.
just like, in her eyes, you can see like want.
Ah.
But yeah, so we all get ready. Song in her like extravagant, like super fucking cute little dress, with like the red and like the black lace that overlays it, and like her hair slightly curled. And everyone helps everyone get ready, and I assume at that point, like when they're going to go in, Song will go ahead and take Storm's hand again, and just, as I stated, be on your best behavior, and try not to get separated from the rest.
I'm busy sticking like knives into my boots, like best behavior, of course. Hope
Song's
for the
just gonna
best, prepare for the worst.
Here's the thing: is Song just is going to raise like a brow for a moment, and then like nod and just smart. And so, in retaliation to that, she's going to take one of her own daggers and like stick it. Like, she doesn't have boots, so I just imagine it's like that thing where it's just like it just goes like inside her dress somewhere.
Nothing up my sleeves.
Nothing up her. She doesn't have sleeves to put it up, or it would go up a sleeve. She has nothing, and she's in a fucking hoop, and I know hoops. Yeah, you can move them, but like it's not the most effective thing ever, and
If
it's not.
if it's like 2 hoops, I don't know, my hoop knowledge is limited, but if it's like fabric, could you like slide the knife
So-
in between the hoop?
Well, that would
Just
have to go
it
in the
there for
waistband.
grabby?
That no, because how hoops work is they rest underneath the dress. It's usually an elastic around the waistband, a more cottony material, and then down on the bottom is essentially like it depends on exactly what you're sewing with, but it's usually some kind of metal or something, for the bottom of the hoop to help it keep its shape.
Okay,
There's also
wait, let's
usually
just have the
crinoline or
kobolds give
something
you
over
like a
top
pocket.
or inside. Can they give her a pocket? An
Yeah, we just
unobvious
like
pocket?
put a
hidden
little
pocket?
slip in the dress and then they just like sew a little bag on the bottom. They've got 6 hands. They can probably sew so fast.
Theo, can they give her a pocket?
They sew faster than like an old lady who's done it for 200 years.
Oh my god. Song is so
Woo.
happy she's shoving that dagger in the pocket. And
Stinky pocket.
You
Yeah, and I
find
think with that-
it's already sewed and they wink at you.
And I think she just gives them like a little smile and just, you've done a very good job. Thank you.
Now you're beginning to
and-
wonder how many pockets you have that you didn't realize.
She's definitely, if you look over for like the first like 5 minutes while like Voltor and Linebeck are finishing getting dressed, she's like trying to find all the other pockets. She's like touching different parts of
Pockets
her
everywhere.
dress. She lights up. There's just pure delight in her eyes. But I think she just, now I would suggest we keep this all low profile. I'm not quite sure if, Daddy Dearest is going to decide to search us or not.
I'm sure he'll compliment us on being prepared for anything. I turn to Lenny and the other two. Are you coming inside with us?
Linebeck in the corner, sweating with all of the swords attached to his back.
They nod because they have to.
Right.
Oh, no.
I give them like each like a little hug. And I'm like, thank you for everything.
They nod.
Hey, Theo.
Yes.
Would you say it's been 8 hours since she last cast Mage Armor?
And it's been 6 hours.
Alright, so
Oh,
she
you're still
won't
good.
recast it yet. Yeah. But yeah.
I swore I,
imagine
had
it-
a board for Castle Ravenloft.
Oh wait, are we actually pulling it up in Tailspire?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about Tailspire. That's what I thought.
You should tell me this now.
Yeah, I swear I had it. I may have to like import like a fucking.
I feel like it'd be such a bad idea to mind spike Strahd. She wouldn't. She's smarter than that. But my brain just went, if we get into combat, just throw a mind
It
spike at
depends.
him.
How many
Give him a headache.
spells have you? How many spells have you cast?
2 out of my available 6.
You're 2 out of 6 times more likely to do it. right now. I have a feeling once you hit 5, it's a guarantee it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing: is right now, I think if you look really close at Song, her fangs are a little longer than normal. Her eyes are just ever so slightly more wild, but she's still in enough control of herself to not be stupid about it. She hasn't gone full feral yet, so she's okay.
We hope so.
We hope so. Just don't put any spinal fluid in front of her right now. It'll be fine.
For first thing that happens when you see Daddy Dearest,
Puts it
Theo
right in
asks for
front
a
of you.
wisdom saving throw.
I mean, what did he do last time? He literally fed it to us.
Yeah, I got extra HP out of it though, like permanent HP.
I know.
That's the only reason I survived was that extra little bit of HP.
God.
Otherwise, it would have been an instant kill because it was 1 point.
The dad's just looking out for you, apparently.
Oh yeah, Daddy Dear is totally so in love with his daughters. Oh my god.
Say,
You know he's
save their life.
We
You
never
know
got.
the first thing he'll
Hmm.
do is bring up the fact that he fed you the spinal fluid and credit him with saving your life.
He
Yep.
Oh my
doesn't even know
God.
we were in danger.
He probably
Toxic.
That
does.
is very ambitious of you thinking that.
He doesn't
He's
even
probably the
know
one that put us in
anything.
danger. Let's be real here. He's probably the one who did it.
Let's see, was the fight outside? If yes, then he knows.
Mhm.
Lame.
Oh yeah, wait. Did I ever? I don't think I ever passed these over to you because I still have spell scrolls that Song cannot use that are in my inventory.
Oh yeah. Should I do that protection from? I shouldn't. He's not gonna try and poison us, right? I don't need protection from poison right now.
I would still have that prepped personally.
That's not a terrible idea to have that ready.
Well, I think it's a
Yeah.
second level spell, so I can't cast it yet.
He might not poison you guys, but he might poison the rest of us.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
you
he-
guys don't have resistance to poison?
God.
Laughs in dwarf.
But Queen, add a spell scroll of bless and a spell scroll of spiritual weapon to your inventory. Because I'm taking them out of songs because we passed those over forever ago, and I don't think we ever officially passed them over.
Okay. Less spiritual weapon.
Yep.
Protection from poison. Okay, so hang on. So protection from poison. Blah blah blah. Lasts an hour. You touch your creature. If it's poisoned, you neutralize the poison. Okay.
Also, I
Isn't
have
it
a
an
book.
action to read a scroll, or is it an action to read a scroll, or is it like a minute, or what?
You just cast it like a normal spell.
Yeah, but you just have to have access to the spell, I believe, in your spell list.
Yeah, I have access to it, just not yet because I only have first level spells still.
So yeah,
Okay,
reading
I'll have to
reading a
look
scroll
for
is
it.
just reading a scroll is just like you casting any other spell.
Okay, so I'll keep the bless and the spiritual weapon scrolls in my bag, and I'll keep protection from poison like closer at hand in case I need to cast it like really fast.
Okay. I like to think as Song is like passing this over, she takes like just a second and places a hand on Storm's cheek and just, are you ready for this?
Instead of answering, I put my own hand on your cheek. Are you?
It would be a lie if I said I was, but we can do this. And I think she takes just a deep breath and then just, for Mother.
For mother.
The girls are gonna fucking die.
I know.
Still waiting for the Castle Ravenloft board.
I'm aware. I pulled one up, but I'm trying to remember the fucking hotkeys to get it to work properly.
Damn.
We believe in you, Thea.
There we go. So now I need to like.
The heat alone's 76, and I'm under a heated
I'm
blanket.
trying to
still
remember it
shivering.
because it's not fucking pulling away the things. Oh, here we go. It's just I hate how it's not pulling it away yet. This is really beginning to irritate me. Why the fuck is the castle not, the damn roof not going away? There it is. I guess it's sort of working. My God.
I have that one song stuck in my head, like that Ariana Grande song that came out like, I don't know, 5 years ago. I never even like heard it all the way through, so now I've just got this one part stuck in my head.
I might not even do fucking Tailspire for this. It's pissed me off so much. I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
even,
I'm fine just doing Theater of the Mind.
It's becoming very annoying.
Yeah, let's just do Theater of the
Okay.
Mind.
Okay. Oh, I see. Alright, well. Alright, well, I'll just summon you guys here and you can fucking. I don't want to say you can fucking figure it out, but.
Whee!
Yeah, it gave me the notification, but it didn't even take me anywhere.
Spooky.
I see a castle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see
it
the
didn't
castle.
take me there. I'm just gonna I'm going to
I'm here.
Talon's stream. Ooh.
Oh, it's a cool
I-
castle though.
It's a little buggy still, so I'm.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just fucking. I guess I'm fucking tilted today, dude. I'm
Yeah, it's
pretty
fine.
easily irritated right now, so I apologize.
No, that's fine. No, you're okay. Let's just Theater of the Mind it, because I'm fine with that, and it'll be easier for you.
Well,
And
actually, it'd be easier to use fucking Tailspire for worked fucking properly.
I know.
How do
Don't
you
mind
go?
Come
me.
on with
Don't
it.
mind me. I'm just tilted.
Would it help if I said
You
that we
son of a
appreciate all the
bitch.
effort? Would it help if I said I appreciate all the effort you put into these encounters, Theo?
Wait, is it working? Yes! I think.
What are you having issues with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
The
still just.
cutaway's not working right.
The roof
Yeah.
wouldn't fuck off, and I'm about to delete the roof. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah. So this is also it's
But
still
it
telling me
kind
a
of
GM
ruins the
tried.
aesthetic.
Yeah, a GM tried to summon us to a board, but we couldn't find the specified board. Is what it's still telling me.
I'm able to
mean-
move around the board, and I got the roof to
Yeah,
fuck
it-
off at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, I can go through with
Yeah.
the cutaway,
So
but it doesn't
I had to
stay.
have like a fucking pure top-down view to even do that.
Yeah, like
Maybe if I
I was able
reinstalled
to make the
Tailspire.
yeah maybe I hit Control and then S to bring down the perspective, and then that worked.
Ooh, good point.
I didn't use the hotkey actually. I'll think about it. It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I used the
Toggle
cut
cut
key and
box gang rise up.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I have the address of the Tailspire servers and the shotgun. One of the two is going to be fixed.
Rise up.
We've
I've
got
always
this.
felt like percussive maintenance is very useful.
Mhm.
It's never once failed me.
nope, it works pretty good sometimes.
Ah, lag.
Oh, yep, nope, it's working now.
Okay.
Yeah, so Control S to make that little white circle go down. That worked for me.
Yeah, that works too. Or you can manually drag it down.
Well, yeah. I
How do you
mean,
drag it
I
down?
would like
You
to
can
be able
drag
to
it down.
view it like from a fucking top-down perspective. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, then you. Yep.
There it goes. Okay. So I'm probably gonna have to, from my perspective, I'm probably gonna have to like, it shouldn't affect you guys, but I'm gonna make it more day on my end so I can actually fucking see.
Yeah, I can't see shit. Not gonna lie.
It's dark
very
as fuck.
dark. Yeah.
I can make it less dark for you guys.
Yeah, less dark would be cool. Just
about
ju-
like
I like the
5-10%.
yeah, I like the aesthetic, but yeah, I can't see shit.
But the aesthetic.
It's fine. I can have a hybrid. How's that?
Nice.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Yeah, that's
Or maybe okay. How is this? Can you still see?
no, can't see shit.
Hey.
Can't see
It's
shit.
even worse.
Okay. All
It
right.
went full daylight for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
I'm
did it.
still. I'm just still not even on the map. It won't let me.
There you
Restart
go.
your
Oh.
tailspire.
Yeah, that's the best I think in terms of lighting. Like it's
So
still like
restart,
dark,
restart my
but not too.
tailspire?
Yes, restart your tailspire.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do that myself. 1 second.
Yeah, when it fails like that, all you can do is just fucking reset your tailspire.
Got it.
Yeah, I couldn't even stay still on the map. It was just flickering everywhere.
Oof.
Okay, I'm back in the town that we were in.
So you hit space, go to the little world icon, and it's Daysturd's Castle Ravenloft.
Oh, I've been brought. Thank you, Theo.
Mm-hmm. I pressed the magic get over here button.
Thank you. I appreciate the magic get over here button.
Get
Oh,
Someone does.
It's a really cool castle.
It's so
It
cool.
really is.
Oh my god. Ah, y'all, we're going in the castle.
And she's like, "That's bigger than mine."
Okay, I'm
Okay,
not
listen.
getting
I,
glitchy
I don't.
flickering,
I want
so-
you to have fun too, and you
Tailspire.
weren't having fun. You were frustrated, so I'm okay.
I am always
Not having-
frustrated.
There
Okay,
you go.
listen.
We're live again.
Hey.
Yeah, this
Castle.
thing's got it's got so many floors. Wow.
Yeah.
This whole castle's definitely like a dungeon in itself. Wow, that's crazy.
It probably is a dungeon in
How-
itself.
Probably is,
How
yeah.
hard do you think it would
Reminds me
be
of
to
Dark
like let
Souls
him?
castle.
Oh. How hard do you think it'd be to like get him to let us just explore the castle?
Oh, Father, could you give us a tour?
Would
It
you
might
like
be a
to see
little-
around?
It might be a little too high levels for us, if I had to guess. If we accidentally walked into the wrong room
Oh,
or something.
absolutely.
But if he was giving us a tour, maybe we wouldn't die.
I'm sure he's got like fearful presence or something where other hostiles have to keep like a 20-foot range from him.
Technically, we would count as hostiles, so.
Not if we're not openly attacking him. We're just hanging out.
Yeah, that is how that would work.
I just randomly flickered and teleported into the middle of the ocean.
I was wondering what just happened with that.
We're going for a swim. We're gonna go see Bora.
That's so funny. It's like you're in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, no clue what happened.
Oh.
Look around. You'll figure it out.
He really won't. He's just in the middle of literally nowhere. Like in Minecraft, I tried to
mean, you
take
can
this
see
boat
my
out
feed.
somewhere, and it was like crazy.
Oh, it'll.
Good news though is it looks like is Tailspire is getting max support relatively soon.
Oh hell
Yee.
yeah!
So
We're gonna get
queen
max
can
support?
play.
Woo!
We're gonna get max
Yay!
support before we get first person view.
Yep.
Yeah, they're saying they're never adding first person view, and if they keep to that, shotgunning the servers.
Yeah, I mean, freaking, what is it? Tabletop Sim does first person view.
Yeah, like
Just
well,
import it.
if they just allow modding, it'd be modded within like fucking 2
Oh
minutes.
yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah.
lock viewed object. That's it.
Then we could play Dark and Darker Tabletop Edition.
God.
Dungeon
Okay.
Crawl Classic Tabletop Edition.
Oh god.
Strahd edition. Only 4 players, 3 portal spawn.
Come on, come on, come on.
Alrighty.
I'm
Let me
so
pull
excited.
up the descriptions of the area as well as the
Can you summon Farian back?
Oh my god. He's like here, isn't he?
No,
No.
I'm in
No,
the
he's in the
middle
ocean.
of the
Damn
ocean
it.
somewhere.
Zoom out. You're in this board.
I'm max zoomed. I am just seeing ocean.
You to look to the right.
Look to the right. Look to the left.
Restart your tailspire.
I just did.
Do it again?
It's still ocean.
I don't know what to fucking tell you. It shows you on my end. I could kick you and do it again.
Place
but, like, I don't wanna
place a
ban
mini
you.
for him. Place a
that might
mini
help.
and then attach it to him so that way he can click on.
I'm gonna completely drop out of Tailspire and reboot it.
Yeah. You didn't do that initially? That's what I told you to do.
I did do that initially.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I did do that initially.
Speaking of, we need to get you guys as fucking models now. We've been saying this for a while.
I know we
Thanks.
need to
What do
get
you
them
mean?
done.
I know. Not gonna lie, I love the Voltor model.
You need to share your model, by the way. We need to play.
Me?
Yeah.
Wait, it should already be shared. It's the same thing. I never
Uh,
unshared it.
It's not here.
Still ocean.
It's not here. How do I share it again? Wait.
I don't know.
Look at my stream. This is all I'm
Oh wait,
seeing.
campaign link. There it goes. Okay, I found it.
Yeah, look at my stream. This is all I'm seeing.
You're on the right board. You just probably have settings where it's hiding the castle. Move your green out. Move the green up. My God, your thing's at 1 FPS.
Yeah, I know. It's because I'm streaming. There's a, like I said, Nvidia and Discord has a memory leak when they're streaming on Discord.
I don't have too much of an
I
issue
don't
with
have an issue
Nvidia.
at all with it.
I've had the issue
No.
since the last update.
Do you
You
want
want
me
me?
to
waiting
stream?
for the
Here,
next
I'll
update.
just stream mine, and then we'll
Yes.
continue to go, and then we'll see if yours boots in at some point.
No, hold on. It's the only thing I can think of, bud. Here, use as a new code for you.
Yep. Okay, it just dropped. Yeah, it drops me out front, and then it says waiting on GM, and then I've been manually moving myself over. I don't know if that's been doing it. Same thing.
Yeah, I have it streamed, so we'll just continue this way, and then we'll see if we can get it to work at some point. But
Yeah, that would be nice.
dinner, 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 dinner.
I'm back. I can see again.
Woo!
Huzzah.
Ooh, we're so little.
Ah, there we are.
Mm-hmm.
I like that the magic glows in this a little bit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, yours is really glowing. That little torch. Can I make my little?
I'm going to change my freaking settings, see if that helps with my.
I forgot that you have to approve a magic.
Oh god. Did you just smack me?
Oh, I didn't. You.
I
Wait, how do I
casted wizardry at your face.
How do I throw magic back? I know
You
right
don't.
click,
Right click on the other one.
No, it will not let me throw it back. But I can wiggle you.
Okay,
That's so cute.
hold up. Zoom in on that purple-haired person's face.
Oh, it's because I can also control him. That's why. I think you can only do it for people you can't control.
Oh, I didn't mean to
Zo-
do that.
Zoom out for me.
Layer, like,
Look up. Look
look
forward.
at this face.
With your
Sheesh.
look. Use the middle mouse button to look forward, please.
Me?
Yes. And you can see how bright the dark it is for you.
This one's me, right?
Use your middle mouse button and please zoom
I
outwards.
Oh,
Hold the middle on the middle mouse button.
I
And
am
then move your
holding it.
mouse up.
Oh, like
Thank
this.
you.
Oh. Theo, you gotta remember, I'm like a grandma with
know,
technology. I'm doing my best, Theo.
That's fine.
The whole time she forgot what a mouse was.
No, I was pressing the button, but I was like, oh, move it up, like the mouse wheel itself. I was moving that up, not my mouse. I didn't know how to turn my perspective this
Yeah.
entire time we played this, by the way.
Yeah, that's how you turn your perspective. See, if you just move the mouse wheel in a direction, that's called scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Learn something new every
enough
day.
of the buttons, please. Alright, so we're gonna have torches on. Gonna make your all guys is unique. There we go. This will make my job fucking easier in the future. Don't mind me. I'm just tilted today.
You're okay,
Yep.
Theo. We appreciate you, and we are very happy that you DM for us and all the effort you're putting in. Oh, spooky.
Oh, you motherfuckers. They did it again.
With the castle? Mm.
Okay. Well, that is pretty dark and spooky, but it
I kind
also
of love
does
it,
not have
though.
good visibility. So,
I think
if
I
you
can
want, I
see
can
well
go back to
enough.
what I had it at originally.
Let me actually. One thing I didn't think about is these torches with our characters. I just want to see what it looks like. Maybe when
Yeah, I think if we keep it on the characters level and like
it might not be
go in
too
through it
bad.
manually, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm bringing
that's fine.
bringing Voltor in right now. Yeah, it's not too bad if we keep it close to the characters.
Okay, I'm gonna adjust a little bit so it's like a little bit brighter.
Just not like a ton brighter. Or if you can make our torches go a little farther, that could work too.
Yeah, I wish I could do that, bud.
Yeah, no
that,
worries.
there's a mainline setting in it that where it doesn't let you do that.
Oh, motherfucker. He lowered the gamma.
Who? What?
Radiation.
Don't get me wrong, it looked cool, but like, that's why you can't see shit.
Also, dear God, well, his face. I'm just seeing it like.
Yeah, I was telling you to scroll in on it so you could see his face.
Oh, I couldn't figure out how to look down. I was just like, yeah, there's his head.
Well, now you know.
No, I do know. I also see edicts. I kind of both like the blur effect this does and hate it with my entire being.
Blur effect? Oh, I'm seeing that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's centered around the circle. The circle determines what gets blurred and what doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I generally don't like blur effects in video games. I don't.
That's what
Oh,
you can,
oh, yeah,
you can turn off
yeah. You can
depth of
turn.
field.
Oh, I have that turned off. Yeah, you can turn off depth of field. I would 100% recommend it. Depth of
Yep.
field and motion blur are like some of the worst things. I don't know why it's in the video
Okay,
games.
look,
I
it
hate
can be
motion
used
blur.
tastefully, but like people apply it as a band-aid solution for optimization.
It's so it makes FPS worse almost always. On top of that,
Well, the thing is
C-
you can use depth of field and things like that in order to more effectively occlude things in modern engines. I learned that
yeah,
actually.
yeah, for visual appeal, but it's not. It's a filter, so it still makes it take up more memory on your system.
The filter makes it so you can include things that that normally would be able to. You can load, like for example, you could load a much lower poly version of something in the distance than you will be able to. So you actually,
Yeah.
it's a net gain. But yeah, especially when it's implemented poorly, it's even worse than what it would
Yeah,
be otherwise. So
I would normally just rather see a low poly thing in the distance.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
I don't disagree, dude. By the way, if you want to remove the blurring effect, go to the top right, click the gear.
There we go. There's my mouse.
Thank you, and then go to scroll down where it says screen space effect. First thing, click that. There you go. Hit OK.
At the field. Yeah, I took that off.
That's so much better. Okay.
Yep.
I know that's what Burnos was telling me to do, but I was putting on chapstick. That took priority.
At least it was chapstick, not lipstick.
Why would I put on lipstick in the dark? That's just a recipe for bad.
That's what I would have wondered, but don't worry. Let's see. All right. Oh god. Why am I so fucking tired? I woke up like that too long ago.
Mood, Theo. It's a party.
Alright, fine. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys have arrived at the courtyard. Thick, cold fog swirls in this courtyard. Sporadic flashes of light lance the weeping clouds overhead as thunder shakes the ground. Through the drizzle, you see torch flames fluttering on each side of the keep's open main doors. Warm light spills out of the entrance, flooding the courtyard. High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame, with shadows as if looking upon you from below.
Oh, fuck.
Twins are holding hands.
The twins are holding hands. Song already gave her warning, so I think that she's just going to hold her head high and start walking in.
Yeah, just out of habit, Farian's going to fall into a guard position behind the twins.
We're going all the way up to the door. Is that what we
Where did I
said?
go? Where did I go? Oh no!
Yeah, to the door. Give me a second.
I went so far. I don't even know where I'm at anymore.
Okay, well, you keep going.
Is that me?
That was Volter. I just moved him up to the door. Oh no, that's the
That's the inner door.
that's the gate, guys. The door is past that.
Yep.
Oh, well,
It's a door.
I've been
okay.
I've been lost to time. I don't know where I'm at.
I guess that's
Oh
You
my
are in
God.
the ocean.
I can't save you. You're dead. Goodbye.
I tried to go up to the door and it just like I don't know if it glitched. I moved to the door and it glitched and I'm gone, Theo.
speedrun any percent.
Yep. She is in the Davy Jones locker.
Theo, I swear I moved it to the door. It just
Yeah,
It seems old Davy Jones has
I
ordained
lost
a guest.
control. It just kept going.
You know, when has ever I just lost control been a valid excuse?
Jesus.
I mean, fair.
That was a little dark, Theo. I was just trying to go to the door, Theo.
Oh, it's fine.
Happens when you lose control.
Oh my god. Listen, Song's very familiar with losing control, but I tried to find it. I'm gone. I just...
So,
Thank you, Thea.
what you're saying, for Song that is music make you lose control?
Oh, 100%. Oh, goodness. Oh, people. Oh, there's another.
Oh, there's another. Oh,
Oh,
there we go.
I just walked right up to this guard and started stancing on him. Jeez, my bad. Let me just back up a little
So,
bit, brother.
in order, I know Song and Storm are at the front. Oh, I don't have control anymore, Theo.
This
Thank
was
you.
created back when you didn't have tail spires. Give me a second, just permissions. There you go.
Thank you, Theo.
Yes.
So Song and
I have to
Storm are up
lose this one.
front. Farian's right behind them. Where are Linebeck and Voltor?
I mean, I assume we're not thinking there's gonna be any real danger. So, but Volter might probably just be in the back,
Mm-hmm.
watching them exits.
Mm-hmm.
keeping the retreat available.
We're gonna need to run so fast. I have a feeling.
Oh, interesting.
I'm scared. I'm scared of the interesting, Theo. I'm so scared.
Why does everyone say that?
Because we know you, Theo. Oh wait, is Storm?
Why,
Is Storm
where
the
the fuck
guard?
did it go?
Storm is the knight in armor, yes.
I look
Okay.
like a clown.
Turn.
Hold Alt to turn.
Look, you're at least a clown in makeup.
Thank you, Talon.
Roll for
Oh, God.
juggling.
Please. There we go. Oh. There we go. Haha.
Okay, well, it's not working, so I guess I just opened it for some
Oh.
fucking reason.
My bad. The person I stanced up on turned out to be Storm. My
Yes.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, people. Not you.
Sad toasty noises.
There it is. It's when I search for an answer and then motherfuckers link me to a YouTube video that's 10 minutes long. They should by rights be they should experience bad things.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I hate that. Oh, the only guide we have is on YouTube. No text guide at all.
Right? It's like I can read this shit in 10 seconds, motherfucker. Oh, that's the wrong phone.
Whoa, it just got dark.
Oh, now it's
Ooh.
ooh. Oh
Fog
hell
effect.
yeah.
Flashbang.
Oh
We
god.
just
Blade-
need
ooh.
we just need the tinnitus now.
I immediately changed it, knowing it was a mistake.
Blaze it.
Shut up.
I wasn't gonna make a comment until you just said that. I wasn't even thinking it until you just said that.
I knew exactly what the fuck he was gonna say. I know him too well. Alright, there we go. Okay. Just enough to make it interesting. So now, as a perspective, by the way, is let me send you guys a screenshot of what this would look like you coming in there.
I should plug my phone and I really should do that.
Wait, better do
For
it now while
reference-
there's a lull in the game.
Yeah. For reference, y'all, just a fun fact, my phone is very rarely above 5% charged. I'll be right back.
Oh god. I freak out if my phone hits 50%.
Alright. Sending you a picture.
I'm back.
As soon as Guaizo decides to function. There it goes. So this would be the view of your characters. I'll put it in the voice chat.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh. That's so spooky, but so fucking cool.
Alright. Okay, so you guys are actually outside of the gate towers. Let me move you guys.
Okay.
The Incorrector.
Yes.
Alright, you two hold hands.
Yeah, they're holding hands. Queen, I'm also holding your hands above table because I am scared.
Yes.
All right, so
I kind of
okay, you
imagine
are
Voltor actually.
outside of the gate towers. What do you guys do?
Voltor
So
picks up Terror, so it just holds him under his arm.
Oh, that's so
Suitcase
cute.
carry.
Lapdog.
So the twins are up front holding hands. Farian's right behind them, guard position, and then Voltor and Linebeck are bringing up the rear. You said it was like people were watching us from above.
Someone was.
So, is there any obvious way to open the gate, or just nothing? Like, I'm assuming it opens from the inside, based on the fact it's a castle.
Typically-
there are two guardhouses to the right and left.
Can Song like spare a glance to them? Are there people inside them?
Gates, open the gates.
So we
Typically,
have
in
an
moments like
appointment.
this, you petition for the gate to be opened.
Yeah, Farian's gonna call out, "We have an invitation."
You hear
Normally,
upon-
that
you
is
hear
done.
a whisper upon the wind.
Who comes to visit the court?
So I think Song's going to spare a glance to Storm and just Song and Storm.
There's
then she's gonna
more
motion-
than two.
I know she was waiting for the others to give in with their names, and I think she kind of spares a glance back and just Farian, Linebeck, and Voltor.
You could just say you're retinue.
You aren't exactly a retinue.
Technically, at this point, we are.
Fair enough. But yeah, she's just gonna increase her grip on Storm's hand.
Yeah, I got the recording to pick up Tails Bar finally.
Whoa!
Woohoo!
So you'll be able to relive this terrifying incident.
No, I don't like the fact that you call it a terrifying incident.
I call it what it is.
But yeah, what do they say back, Theo?
Servants of the house shall meet your needs.
And the door and the gates open.
So with that, Song's just gonna march forward with her head held high. She's confident, or at least her fear is on the inside. My
On
fear is
the
on the
inside.
outside. Yeah.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
Strahd pops out. He is in fact.
Scary skeletons shiver down your spine.
Spooky scary, spooky scary, spooky
Okay.
scary, spooky scary.
Okay, I don't need the whole remix. I'm pulling up the actual map documentation for this so I don't fuck it up.
We believe in you,
Where
Theo.
is it? Okay. Oh my god, there's way too many fucking rooms to this place.
I can't wait for the tour. It's rude to
Yeah,
invite
that's-
guests over and not give them a tour.
Father, have you considered the economic value of hosting tours? You could make bank at Halloween.
Okay, is Halloween a thing in Barovia? Because I feel like every day is
don't know.
Halloween. I feel like every single day is just horrifying.
no,
Alright,
we
do I need
turn
to
a
play the
corner.
Nightmare from Christmas theme song now?
No, but no, we turn a corner into an abandoned tower, and it's just a spirit Halloween.
Oh my god! They 100% sell Strahd costumes.
Yeah,
Like, look like your favorite king today.
Storm got possessed by the spirit of Halloween. He literally didn't notice.
Oh my god.
You're like, why are you wearing black? It's middle of fall, and then, or like, I don't know, middle of spring. I just realized that Halloween's in the fall, but
It's okay, Theo, you tried.
I tried. I'm not a fashion person, okay?
I am, and
I'm not.
it's okay,
I'm not
Theo.
vain enough to care.
Okay, rude.
You're so big.
You probably think this song is about you.
Don't you?
Looks at my nails that are done every month and my hair and everything and just, I'm not vain. It's fine.
Azia
Hey.
trying to like
You're like, it
dig the
has to be
third eyeball out of
sparkly.
her head.
What?
You're like, it has to be sparkly.
Oh, 100%. I usually do glitter. But continue. Inwards. Into the house we go.
Onwards.
Alright.
To Volunteer's house we go.
What's your passive perception?
Oh wait, I opened up D&D
Like
Beyond that.
13?
13.
Incredibly
12.
high.
Low, Theo. They're all low.
Storm missing her 25 passive perception. Her 5th eyeball.
Just wait until she gets to a higher level, then she'll be able to see everything again.
Wee.
I just imagine Storm reflexively reaching and touching her forehead.
Oh no.
God, it sure would be nice to have an extra eyeball right now.
You just need to have like enough wild magic surgeries. It probably happens eventually. It's fine.
God.
It's actually resolved. Party member gains a limb, roll on the table.
Oh my god.
Alright. The ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, flanked by fluttering torches and iron sconces. 20 feet inside the castle is a second set of doors.
So I guess we walk
Enter.
forward. Yep, walk forward towards the next set of doors.
Just hit the up arrow to move your character.
Up arrow. Oh
Did you not know that?
no, I've just been dragging this whole time.
Yeah.
It doesn't work well for me, so I just.
Oh.
We all moved together, but it's just
Hoppity.
it was so much more difficult. Let me grab. Okay, so I grab Storm. Okay, cool.
Hippity hoppity.
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh, she's. Oh, okay, we're going that far up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the entry hall.
Oh god, how many square feet does he have?
It's a fucking
Probably about a
castle.
500,000.
That's so many square feet.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh god. I don't like that laugh. You put that lullaby away, maybe Strahd night, but he's not here.
No, you hear a lullaby coming from the east.
Ugh.
I think
like
Song.
squeeze Song's hand.
Yep, Song is squeezing back, and she risks a glance towards the east.
Race the shade of mist, come out of the mist, and point, and then submerge again.
Where do they point at us?
They point to east.
Yeah, we head that way.
Yep. So I think Song just said, "Looks like we're being summoned." Then, and
I
she'll
mean,
just.
east is straightforward at least.
I'm just like, if you were a tad less melodramatic, you could simply have hired a butler to direct us.
Okay,
Or
fair.
maybe-
Fair, I guess. Technically, that's east and Tailspire, but that's not what I meant.
Or
Wrong
maybe
way.
he could put up some signs with arrows.
Weast.
Oh no!
South.
Oh
Okay, by the way, for the record, just assume the direction that direction we're heading was north. Okay, I understand it's like
Gotcha.
counterintuitive, but it's not often that people give a shit about like what orientation the things they place are.
Oh no, oh Theo.
Compass orientation is very imperative to my immersion, Theo.
Yeah, well, get over it.
Just like proper timekeeping.
Oh god. Theo, where are we? What is life? What is this?
I see a feast.
I don't see a feast. I just see walls.
Hit in, and then look through the
Oh,
door
I found us.
behind you.
I found us. I found us. Okay, this is fine. This is
Hey,
fine.
that's cheese. Looking through walls like they're nothing?
I'm looking through the door. In's just so the ceiling's not there.
Okay, I've located us. We're fine, y'all.
You can also just double click on your character to pull in.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so
give
smart.
me a second while I roll this. Just
Ugh.
good old severity.
Why are we rolling severity?
Don't worry about it.
I'm so worried about it.
Maybe you should have been more perceptive.
Queen.
I don't have high perception. Don't look at me.
I finally just got my character sheet up. I have a 13 passive perception.
That was my hold my hand yell, Queen.
Holding. I
Oh
haven't
my
let go of your
God.
hand.
All right.
What?
Is low good or bad?
Bad.
Good.
Bad.
Final
Somebody
answer.
else chime in. Somebody.
Bad.
High is always good. Low is always bad.
I think it's low as good as this time, y'all.
No, that he wants
No,
us to. He
that
wants
was
to get
bad.
us. He wants to get us. He rolled really high.
And you said that before, and then and when you said that before, I rolled like 4, but this time I happened to roll 100.
Oh,
I knew
thank
it.
God.
Your tone gave it away.
You said that last time, and you got
I did
smacked
not
in
say
the
that last
face.
time. Someone else said that last time. I did not.
Queen, I will never doubt you again.
Overhead in the vaulted entry foyer, 4 statues of dragons glare down, their eyes flickering in the torchlight.
What color dragons?
Red.
Oh.
I don't know. I give them a wave. Like, hello.
The master expects you. This is when you started walking in the wrong direction, and then they just like glared at you until you walked in the right way.
Oh my god. So yeah, so we went the right way. What did we find?
So cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of a great dusty hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches and iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of the dome ceiling. Cracked and fading ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. Double doors of bronze stand closed to the east. To the north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness. A lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors, through which you hear sad and majestic organ tones. Here we go. So as you approach the double doors, an elf with a brown skin and long black hair descends the wide staircase, quiet as a cat. He wears a gray cloak over his black studded leather armor and his polished scimitar hanging from his belt. My master is expecting you, he says.
As we were informed, are you here to escort us to him?
He nods and wordlessly directs you where you need to go, and you go through the double doors.
You are right.
Yep, okay guys.
To the east.
Song is gonna spare one more
west.
glance.
We-
Yeah, Song's gonna spare one more glance over her shoulder to impress on the party to be on their best behavior, and then walk forward with Song with her hand in Storm's hand.
Okay, to be fair, I'm pretty sure
Oh,
out
we're
of
definitely
everyone here,
Linebeck's the best
Linebeck is the
behaved.
only one who has ever been to a noble dinner.
Oh, 100%. And he's also the
Oh,
best
absolutely.
behaved of the entire party. Song and Storm would, in fact, still shove shit in their pockets.
Stealing the silverware.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, Farian has been to a noble dinner, but it's a Viking noble dinner, so a lot different.
Not. No.
Storm and Song, I imagine, used to like look through the windows of the noble houses like the little match girls on like Christmas or whatever.
Oh my god. Hear me out. No, it's whenever they were like, yeah, we could probably sneak in there. We could probably just steal. It's fine. It's fine. I want the shinies.
See, that's why what Linebeck does is he just takes a chair and forces himself to sit at the other side of the head table, asserting
God.
dominance.
What a flex.
Farian will take a step in and, realizing that technically the twins are the guest of honor, he's going to go and pull out 2 chairs for them.
Oh. So I definitely think Song will just give him like a little smile and settle into the chair.
Yeah.
He will be fairly close in a guard position, with a chair slightly away, like separated by a single gap.
All right, everyone, pick your chairs. This is going to
No
be
dancing on
vastly
the table.
important to the
Okay,
lore.
wait, by a single gap. Okay. Here,
I've also would just.
here, I'll move them down. Do you want me to move them down a couple seats, or
Alright, do I
how
need
do you
to
want
clear my
this?
throat a little bit louder? I can do that.
Nope, you're good.
Okay, cool. Alright. 3 enormous crystal chandeliers brightly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against stole-like marble walls, supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table low to the ground is covered with a fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with many delectable foods, roasted based in a savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, and sweet fruits and vegetables, rare even here. Places are set for each with fine, delicate china and silver. At each place is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. The special seat, of blue cloth, lies barely above the ground, and sits square. You would need to cross your legs to sit comfortably on them. Nearby, a special glass-covered platform holds a rich black dirt and shoots of plants growing succulent green leaves which fill the otherwise macabre air with a scent of fresh energy. At the center of the west wall, between the floor-to-ceiling menus, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that speaks in a tone of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in raptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops, and as a deep silence falls over the dining hall, it slowly turns to you.
Is it our dad?
Yep.
So I imagine at that point, then, if it's like we haven't even been seated yet, are we all just still in the doorway?
No, we're
Second, I
seated,
thought he
aren't
was gonna
we?
hit us with a nope.
He's going to gesture you and come in, my friends, my darlings. Come in.
Remaining hand in hand with her sister. Song is gonna
we enter.
Yep. And I think Song, just knowing to be polite during this, I'm sure their mothers gave them at least mild manner lessons.
We can
She's
use
just-
forks.
Yeah, we can use forks. She's going to give like a little curtsy while biting her tongue.
Storm doesn't
And-
know how to curtsy really, so I'm just gonna sort of bow.
I like to imagine that Song definitely is giving her a little bit of side eye, like, we've gone over this. We have
He's like, you know, I
practiced
can't balance.
It's all in the eyes.
Twin cancing right here and now.
Yeah, no, I don't think she would in front of their dad, but she definitely
we
is
definitely
like,
wouldn't.
My
No.
dears. Tell me, introduce me to your friends. Sit down, begin to eat, taste of the wine.
of course. And with that, she's going to stand back up, and then I imagine we have like the scene of like Farian like guiding them to their seats and them settling awkwardly on the cushions on the floor.
He snaps his fingers twice, and rattling of chains come across the room as 3 little kobolds start walking in,
No!
carrying a big old book.
A big old book.
Yep.
Do they settle the book on the table?
In front of him. He dismisses them away with, like, scorn. And and proceeds to flip through the pages. Enjoy, enjoy.
Right. It was incredibly kind of you to invite us. She's biting the
I
inside of her
know.
cheek so hard. Oh, she's biting it so hard. And I think she just now, as for introductions, I'm sure they can handle their own, but and she'll kind of like motion that is Linebeck and insert his noble house here that I don't remember the name of.
Wow.
All I can
Iron
think
Fist.
of is Osriel, and I know that's not fucking it. Oh, Iron Fist,
Fist.
Iron Fist, Iron Fist. It clicked in my brain. So I think she just Linebeck of House Iron Fist. Motions over to Farian. That is Farian of
Farsi son.
and Valtor of
It's just Valdor.
Hmm. Um. Roll perception, everyone.
Jesus.
first roll of the session.
I'm not even proficient in it.
It's okay.
You
Fuck,
sound like it's.
natural one.
Oh, that's a 20. That's a 21.
12.
12.
Storm is, I guess, distracted by her own reflection in the silver.
Yeah. I feel like here's the thing: is maybe her eyes are like down on it because like she's trying to avoid eye contact with her dad. Meanwhile, Song is like being incredibly polite, but she is definitely keeping one eye on their dad.
Mm-hmm.
He's currently he's looking and reading the book, but well, as you mentioned, House Iron Fist, his eyes gave away like it's something like something that's like important. He definitely recognized it, but downplayed it. And then when Valtor is introduced, he glanced at his arm, and then squinted slightly.
Can we see the book that he's reading? Does it have like a title or anything on it, or is it like a ledger?
It is more like a detailed journal
Okay.
of all of your activities.
Oh,
What is he like reading it out to us? How do we know it's not
No.
an activity?
Oh,
I see you glance
you're
over there.
sitting
It's not
right
that
next
hard.
to him.
It's not that hard to get a like. There's
he's
like
not
a
hiding it, is what I try to
Yeah,
say.
he doesn't care.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Song is like she's going to wait until she has a chance to mention that to Lineback and Valtor.
Like it doesn't
But she
matter
doesn't-
if you know.
Oh,
But she
Voltor,
doesn't.
Voltor already knows he knows everything. Like he's not really surprised.
Linebeck literally just looks at you like, well, no shit.
She's waiting. She is waiting. She hasn't said shit. She's noted that. But I think that she just. It seems like you keep a detailed ledger on us then.
Of course,
And why exactly is that?
he vanishes.
What?
What?
Side doors open, and Strahd comes through. Oh, very sorry. I apologize. I had my assistant greet you. His hands are soaked red, and he goes over to a wash basin.
Oh fuck. Song like I think underneath the table, Song like has her hand on like Storm's leg and like is digging her fucking nails in.
You hear screaming where he came from. I hate to do this to you. My associate well, he failed me, and there are consequences for that.
How compulsive is Veltor's oath to him? Out of curiosity.
Decently
Is it
strong, but like not. You can like you wouldn't probably willingly break it.
okay? But it's not like I have to like smite justice the moment injustice the
Yeah,
moment I see
yeah.
it kind of shit.
You're not lawful stupid.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Cool.
Of course, it's no trouble. So the associate, is it the one that we encountered earlier?
Oh no, it's still a little shape changer I've employed for some time.
A shape changer.
Yes,
I
he was
don't believe
supposed to
those are too
bring something
common.
to me, and he didn't.
What was he supposed to bring to you?
A small child, perhaps.
Why, yes, my dear. Why, yes. He grins and sits down.
A shape changer. What happened to the man he replaced?
Oh, I don't know. His part of the contract is his concern. I I merely dish out what I deem as necessary. And he didn't. You notice that he did not completely wash away the blood from his fingers, and it's dipping into the wine he starts to drink.
I know, I'm staring at it.
Her Song's
Oh,
nails
would
are
you like
digging
some?
into Storm's leg.
It's very good, I promise. Highly nutritious. Good for the skin.
I'm on a diet.
Ah, well, you look fine as it is.
I look like I am in pain. I'm just like watching the wine cup.
Oh yeah, and every Song's nails are just digging further and further into Storm's leg. It is like every bit trying to ground her and help.
He claps twice. Would you like some soup?
Everyone else is like not eating the food, period, and Linebeck is the only one that's like, the polite thing to do in this situation, no matter how much you hate the person, is to eat the food they offer.
Yep. No,
So
Varian's eating.
he's just like stone faced eating, but
I
he's
would
not
say
having a great time.
I would say Voltor would be eating too. He's
Yeah.
as he has shown, he's not as suspicious about food as everyone else.
Varian's
Yeah.
not. He's ignoring what's going around and eating. He's not drinking that much though, just a sip here and there as what's necessary for clearing the throat.
Voltor would sniff the cup and make sure it's not just like blood being served instead of wine. But if it is actual wine, he'd actually drink
Oh,
that too.
it's glorious wine.
Okay, yeah, he would.
Like, it's the good shit.
Linebeck is
If
not
Alright,
soup is
well,
like put in front of
he
us,
would drink-
I'm gonna
he would
like
drink that too,
swap
then.
mine and Song's bowls. In case he gives you spinal fluid and me flesh, so like swap.
Yeah, they swap. The twins just like the bowls are getting put down. They just kind of like wave them off and just like have the servants just hand them another bowl.
The
Yeah.
servants are invisible, by the way.
Oh.
the
Hadn't
moment.
seen service.
Yeah, we get each other's bowl, and I think Song just gives like one side eye towards Storm, and then politely takes a spoonful of it. And just your cooks are excellent.
Yes. It took a lot of negative reinforcement, but it seems they finally managed something of worth.
It seems that is how you usually handle your help.
Oh no. I don't normally punish them. That's one of my brides. They should be here any minute now.
One of your brides.
Of course. A man in my position can't be expected to have a single bride. And he proceeds to eat with a refined grace, noticeably beating your dexterity checks.
Oh my god.
No, just what?
Like your passive dexterity.
Oh.
And that's not such thing as passive dexterity, but you get the idea that he's like deliberately overemphasizing how graceful he is.
Yeah. Song is gonna try her
One
best to
definition
mimic
of the
it.
word.
Yeah.
Not both.
God. Song is doing her best to mimic it, but she is like internally screaming because their mother.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a how fancy can you eat off between Linebeck and Strahd. Who can abide by a code of politeness harder?
Like, I know the forks go outside in. What do you know?
Yeah. You turn to Farian. He's not using silverware at all.
Except the moment they like challenge each other to like for a drink, he notices that it's actually alcohol and he immediately fails and is like, I can't drink alcohol. So he loses.
No, you have tea. Your cup was filled with tea.
Oh, he's a considerate vampire murderer host.
Never mind.
He may murder children, but you know what? He pays attention to food restrictions.
Yeah. Strahd wouldn't give anyone who's gluten intolerant normal bread.
In fact, like when it became clear, like who Linebeck was, he'll set aside his blood cup and proceed to drink tea himself.
Oh my god.
And he gestures towards the glass case. I grow it myself.
From
Above table, what was
the
the thing? Where the fuck is it? have too many notes open on this. We
Skeleton
had the
guy that had the tea in him?
no, we had that one person ask us to like they were having trouble with the wine.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's completely separate.
I know, but it was a thing. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, so continue. We'll continue.
From the smell and taste of the wine that he has in front of him, what kind can he deduce is being grown?
Was tea.
A tea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
the tea.
is.
Share the tea.
Roll for taste test.
All right, 1 second. I actually have it written down.
Spell the tea.
Matcha.
Ooh, matcha tea's good.
She...
Also known as a tea
ceremonial
used in tea
grade shit.
ceremonies.
I don't think I've had matcha. I'm not sure if I have.
It's
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not the. It's not the same thing as honeybush, is it?
No.
No.
Okay.
So you know those funny little drinks that people make that are like healthy for you and they just taste like grass? Like they just put grass in a blender.
That's what
Like,
matcha tastes
like-
like.
Oh, it's wheatgrass. Ew.
But good.
No, it's not wheatgrass, but it tastes like grass.
No.
No,
No.
you're
It's
thinking
very bitter.
kombucha. You're
I
thinking
used to
the-
eat grass as a small
No,
child.
matcha.
The
I've had matcha and the
He's trying
powder
to
and
talk,
everything.
guys.
Sorry.
The first note of matcha is earth, and then you get tea.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad then.
It's ground up green tea leaves, basically.
It's gross.
Very fancy, very expensive tea leaves.
Yes.
Edicts. You'll notice something very telltale is that above halfway up the organ, there is a slightly curved sword in the scabbard.
Hey, Lineback, you better pay attention to that sword.
I know. I was just saying that.
Meanwhile, Will's leaking all the details to fucking Hidden Heavens.
Like, you guys aren't gonna believe this shit.
They went to dinner with the vampire.
Spill the tea.
I have a feeling the way that this is gonna go, if Rule ever does like tell Natalia about what's going on in Strahd, he's gonna frame it as like a storybook.
Oh my god.
Honestly,
Once upon
he's
a
gonna
time.
leak her YouTube video and be surprised when she can't rap.
It's like, you just need to watch this to understand what's going on, and she's like, how the fuck do you watch stuff?
She's like, what do you mean watch? Like, look out the window? Like, what?
What is
Like,
it,
no, no.
Hire Fizzlebig
YouTube?
to reenact it. He's all the actors. It's a shitty play.
Oh my god.
Fizzlebig can just
Wow.
cast silent image.
No, while Natalia was having trouble sleeping because of the miasma stuff, Rule, when he was actually around in the very beginning, was telling the Strahd story as a bedtime story.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so horrifying, but like it's so cute, and that's canon now. You can't take that back.
It doesn't go all the way up to the dinner. I left before the dinner started.
Oh, 100%. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. As soon as things calm down and they're back at the keep, Natalia's just so Rule your stories. I want you to finish it. What do you mean the one almost got killed by a black slime? What do you mean the one took a giant spear?
Why is it so chaotic?
How come they don't have to deal with Fizzlebang, but we do?
Exactly, 100%.
Why can they only cast level 1 spells?
Are they like
Why
weak
are
or something?
weak?
What's a level?
Why does one of them have an obsession with spinal fluid?
And Rule's just, you shared the same thread. It was bound to happen. And she's just, what do you mean?
It's like, if you're not careful, you will too.
The door opens again and 3 beautiful older women walk in. And they're in dresses. They walk as if they glide upon the ground.
Are they vampires?
Yes.
There's 3 of them.
Yes.
Are they dressed at all like how our mother used to dress?
Yes.
Oh, Queen, we have the same brain. I was literally thinking that.
Well, of course they're vampire brides.
No, the fucking dress like our mom used to. I was like, are they dressed like our mother? Is this confirmation?
He introduces them. Ludmilla, Valenta, and Estrella II.
Can you write those names down?
The only
And I
one I
think-
got was Ludmilla.
And I got Anastraya.
I thought it was Valenta.
I think it's Valenta, Ludmilla, and Anastraya.
Valenta,
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Ludmilla, Anastraya.
Big
Yeah, so I
fancy
think-
names. Too many letters for small brain.
Yeah. So I just
What
think...
happened to Anastraya first?
God. So I think Song just...
You asked that out
The
loud.
pleasure...
No.
Yeah, the pleasure is all
What was your
ours.
mom's name?
We don't know. That's never been told to us. She was
Not
just mom.
Anastraya. Yeah, she was mom.
She was mom. We were like kids when she died. I don't think most kids go to their mom and they're like, "Hey mom, what's your real name?"
Your name is Mom, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll me a history check.
Until you're
both of
so
you.
old,
We'll see
yeah.
if you know.
History check?
Oh,
Jesus.
history check. Okay.
History.
DC
We're not
10.
smart, Theo.
Oh no, it's a 9!
15.
Anastraya.
Anastraya.
Let's go, I was right.
Oh!
My condolences for your loss.
Mm-hmm.
Queen, I'm begging you to pass it on to Song. I
I imagine you guys had discussed this years ago.
I mean, if I know it, I imagine it would have come up at one point between us, so you also
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Oh no, I also like the image of hearing that name. Song is just like, oh, that's a nice name, and Storm is freaking out. Like, that's our mother's sister? What?
It's not her sister, it's her fucking
Or, like-
replacement.
It's her replacement, yeah. So I think Song just like spares a glance towards Storm and like raises a brow towards her.
Or whatever the opposite of ancestor is.
Yeah, Storm, who's now
Predecessor.
Yeah, predecessor, yeah. No, successor.
There you
Well,
go.
no, the mom would be the predecessor.
Oh yeah,
but-
well our
Yeah,
mom was
yeah, yeah.
she's the
He
successor.
gestures for them, and they start to kneel around his feet and just stay there.
So
And he just continues as if they don't exist.
Oh, fuck. So I think Song's just she spares a glance towards Storm because she can see Storm is like freaking out just a little bit, and she just kind of like moves her hand up to squeeze her hand again, and just raises a brow in like silent question as to, "Are you okay?"
I'm curious, Father. I'm like a little bit tense now. I'm curious, Father. You seem to have more than enough women to satisfy whatever you could want, so why are you so fixated on Irina?
Oh, straight to the throat.
Did you... Okay.
He
That was quick.
He was very he's the sole propriety, and he only responds slightly to the massive insult. Anastasia is the reincarnation of my love.
Anastasia is the reincarnation of his
Sorry,
love.
Irina.
He means
Irina,
Irina.
my bad.
He was... He,
No,
he
you're
was
good.
so focused on your mom.
I didn't expect that to go there.
We were in love many years ago. And every time. Well, unfortunately, I've never been able to make her immortal. Poor thing.
I think there's a beauty in not being immortal. I would think
the
after-
Caden flesh loses all beauty.
I can see the argument to that, but I think after a time you would lose something of yourself. I would hate to think of living
Well,
on
if
while
broken
others
at one,
die.
you shall live forever.
I have no interest in living forever.
Wow.
And
The soup has arrived.
didn't the soup already arrive?
No.
Soup part 2.
Soup
Th-
part
this-
2.
I
This
never
is when
said
you
the
find
soup
out
arrived.
This is when you find out the soup you've been drinking was actually the water you used to wash your hands before
Oh
you
my
eat.
god.
The entire party drank the
We were all
fucking
doing
hand
it.
water. The entire party.
Linebeck just slapping your thigh, just like, stop, 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 stop. Stop for drinking.
You're making me
Hey.
lose the coolness.
Do the vampire brides, do they have any like bite marks on their necks at all?
They are vampire spawn.
Just checking. Okay. I wasn't sure if maybe he was like using them as like, I don't know, a blood source.
Oh, he's got human cattle for that.
Mm.
Maybe
Gestures
he married
to
these three because they taste
everywhere.
nicer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
These
But
three
no,
brides are merely my favorites.
But you don't
Your
love them.
fragrance?
Favorites.
Favorites.
Oh, I heard fragrance, so I was like, they're your favorite smell?
The breeze.
He renames him to Autumn Mist.
oh my god.
Cinnamon pumpkin.
Pine straw.
Oh, Pine Straw, she was beautiful. She smelled like I can't put my word on it.
Pine straw.
Like an Anastasia.
um, but I think, yeah, as the soup is arising, the twins definitely are switching their bowls, just politely. They're trying to be subtle about it, I imagine, but they're just gonna switch their bowls.
It's like, so like a bowl is put in front of each of them, and then it's like, whoop, whoop.
Yep. But I definitely think for a moment, Song is quiet, and then she just, may I ask you a question?
Yes.
I cannot help but notice they are clothed the same way our mother was. Did you simply decide to throw her away?
Well,
Or
let's just say when I get bored of my consorts, I no longer need them.
then
I
you
was
allow
under
them to
the
die?
impression she left you.
Exactly.
Well, impressions are impressions.
If you grow bored of them, then why even continue to keep them? If you're so fixated on Irina herself.
You would not understand, child. Her
Perhaps
and
I would
I
have.
have been in love for hundreds of years.
What did he say? Who and I?
Her and I.
Oh, her and I.
Mm-hmm.
Funny, I thought love had to be reciprocated freely, and she seems to want nothing to do with you.
She'll come around.
It isn't love if you coerce someone.
Oh, it's not coercion, it's just exposure. I say, centuries ago when I first came to this land, I built this castle in honor of my mother. And, well, my wife was murdered by my trail of my brother. And in so doing, cursed us all. But even still, even with the things that are at play, her and I have always found each other. And something steals her from me on our wedding day.
What exactly is it that steals her from you?
The same thing that keeps all of us here.
I was under the impression that you could decide when people leave.
Indeed, I do.
Then is it not
Now,
you that is the curse?
if you care to retire, come with me, all of you. We shall experience some foreign ale. I have it in my private quarters nearby. One of my private dens, anyway. Leave us. He looks to the servants and the brides. The brides are a little bit offended, but they get up, they kind of like brush off the dust, and they leave.
Linebeck, hearing that the dinner is now over, not even finished with his food, disappointed. Like, this is the. I haven't had a chance to actually have good food my entire time being here.
Well, he would like this is over the course of an entire meal.
Yeah.
I will say, like, when you guys got the soup, when you opened it, it was a very thick, red tomato soup.
Mm.
Use
thought-
that bad boy to dip the bread in.
With
My-
a single
Tomato piece.
dumpling in the center.
And I thought you were gonna say it was gonna be like a traditional Filipino soup with that uses like animal blood.
I'm scared what's in the dumpling.
think
Yeah,
we all know what the dumpling is.
Storm doesn't eat the dump. Storm. Wait, I would be
Song
able
also.
to tell. I would be able to
Song-
tell because of my flesh craving.
It's
Is it
an
human
eye.
flesh?
It's an eye.
Huh?
It's an
It's
eye.
an eye.
Yeah, I did the reference.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I don't
Linebeck
think either
not
of
to
the
be
twins ate it.
outdone.
Now I have a question. Does Farian eat the eye?
Probably not.
Storm is like holding her breath, cause like very shallow breaths. Like don't look at the eyeball.
You'll
He would
notice that
do
like
it for a minute.
besides for Natalia and Katya, the eyes in your soup is actually synthetic and it's just made out of like a mix of a dumpling and like cream.
That's so mean.
Oh, so we got the real eyes. We got the fucking.
Realize.
I think both of the twins 100% ate around it. Like they just.
Before you do that, I need both of you to roll me a history check.
Oh,
Okay. God, is this something our mother used to make?
Is it like
Oh,
street
that's
fight
only a
soup or
that's
something?
only a 5.
Oh, that's
Song has
good.
no.
19.
Okay.
Katya, I'm gonna send you something.
Storm.
Since I never got the chance to ask the question that I know you wanted me to ask.
We're going to retire to his private quarters over ale. You can.
Bitch, Theo. Okay, so I imagine then, when the soup is served and the soup is uncovered, what are those things behind us in like the middle of the 3 candles?
That is a pillar. It's just not shown.
It's just okay. So I'm just gonna walk over behind it. Okay, yeah, perfect. I'm gonna kind of walk over behind it, and I'm just gonna vomit.
So seeing that, Song would definitely like get up from her own chair and go to her sister and like start like.
I'm like, I'm fine. Just a
Are you
second.
sure? What?
Go.
Do you need to retire?
I'm good.
for a moment?
Another vomit.
Yeah. She's just rubbing her back.
And then I go back and I sit down and I'm just like not looking at it.
I like to imagine, since we're all on the same side, after the first one, the second one, Linebeck flicks like the empty bowl that he washed his hands with in front of you, so that way you barf into the bowl.
I don't. I know. I'm under control now, but I do like wash my hands.
A
just,
servant
like-
is holding your hair.
Oh no!
Oh, gee,
Song took care of that. Song took care of that. She was already over there. But I do think like when they're settling back down, she'll lean over to Storm. Just, what was that about?
Oh, later.
Right.
That's a you don't want to know. I
I'm
suspect.
so scared.
I'm obviously going to tell you later, but like,
Do you want to tell
That
her
is
out of character?
Out of character, I'm so
out
curious.
of character. I don't know. I'll tell you after the session. Out of character,
But is it our mom's eyes?
bro. Is he feeding us our mother who died like 18 years ago eyeballs? He preserved them.
Okay, listen. You don't know what this man will do. He isn't
Yes,
exactly sane.
When we found her body, the eyeballs were missing because he had taken them just so that later, on the off chance he invited us to dinner, he could feed it to us.
Okay, listen. I'm sensing a hint of sarcasm, like you think I'm stupid, but I think it's a valid option.
It's a valid option.
The I tell you later was twin cant for I'm going to tell you later because Linebeck already ate the dumpling and I don't want him to know what he just had.
Well, our dumplings were like cream and actual
Yeah,
dumplings.
you had normal dumplings.
Mhm.
We had eyes.
But yeah, while they're going on puking and everything, Farian wants to rip the spine out of the pig.
That's such a bad idea.
Jeez.
It's
for
already
a
been
reason.
de-spined.
Aw, he was
Thank
gonna
God.
save it for song later.
No.
Next time she goes full feral, just like hold it in front of her and guide her
Yep.
along instead of
That
your
was the
arm.
plan.
There
That
was
the
actually
plan.
there's actually a very tiny what amounts to like a whiskey bottle full of spinal fluid that was at the table. And there's
Oh,
even a couple
God.
shot glasses next to it.
No,
Oh,
there's
God.
not.
Song kept the entire time looking towards it, just like every so often sparing it a glance, like mouth watering. Oh god.
I might palm that as we're
It's
leaving.
like extra appealing. It's almost like it was extracted from Fresh Orphan.
Jesus.
Oh god.
In between all of the questions and the monologues that are happening while Linebeck and Strahd are out propering each other, they eventually get into like a tirade of questions to each other that are like dancing around something. Like I imagine it's like what nobles talk about as like their version of small talk, but it's just probing and trying to figure each other out until finally Linebeck asks about the sword that's on the wall.
These napkins are so fine. Tell me, did you have them made yourself? 100 thread count. Fascinating. Mine are 1,000 thread count. About that sword.
Something like that.
He smiles and said it was a gift.
He'd probably reply with, well, any sword worth giving is typically named. Does it have one?
And he gives you a name. And let's just say that Lineback would probably be physically shaken.
Gizensha. What the fuck?
I was about to say, why is Gizensha here?
Oh,
That
funny,
came
I
out-
have one too.
Oh my god.
That model was a great year for weapons.
Yeah, they really need to retune the whispering caliber. You know, it's like it's a little bit too high. You know, when you cut things, you want it to whisper nicely into you, not like staticky.
Yeah, I don't know what Mahid was on during that time, but it wasn't as good as the latest models.
Yeah, but it was a lot. You know, so whatever it was, it helped it be very productive, if not very good, for a while.
God.
I will send you I'll send you what he told you.
Woo! I have a feeling it's gonna be old Papa's sword. Or Papa's sword. Hog, I was right. Now it's up to you guys to determine which one was the right one.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Screaming into the void. I do like to imagine during the spinal fluid like fiasco, the song definitely like was just like silently like, Storm, don't let go of me. Just like that whole don't move. I also, well, you have to DM us if we don't get it right at the end of the session.
Strahd's going
You have to like
ask,
let us know who it is.
do you not
No.
want any, my dear? I was assured that this is particularly something that you like.
I don't know where you're getting your assurances from, Father, but you're sadly misinformed.
I don't think I am. Do you not like her to have what she likes?
Wouldn't like an addict to have opiates either.
We haven't had these opiates.
I think Song, after a moment, just, you know, as I'm sure you're quite aware, we grew up in a church. We learned that restraint was important.
Yes, I see. Very well, very well. He waves a hand, and servants take away the spinal fluid and the very bloody raw meat that was probably from dubious sources.
Oh
Um,
god.
and instead, he brings in something like a very like a little bit of a dimmer color white vial, and then there's also a hunk of what it looks like to be like raw pig.
Oh, fuck.
Substitutes.
Right, thank you. I do want to say, as the spinal fluid is going, Song just, her eyes are glued to it, and I think she takes a second to like lift up her napkin to cover her fangs, just pretending to like wipe her mouth.
Okay. 2 spell slot in Song has more self-control than I gave her credit for.
Listen, I have a rule: when she starts hitting 3 or 4 spell slots is when she will fucking dive for something. It's like, I've set it at about 75% of her spell slots.
Um,
Plus, Storm is like right there.
There is
Yeah.
synthesized what amounts to created by magic, essentially, spinal fluid, and there's the raw pig.
Yeah, Song will definitely take the synthesized spinal fluid, just to be polite, and that's her
It has
excuse. And
a
like,
it has a very small shaker at the end. It's almost like it's meant to be dripped over food.
she'll...
It's fucking
It's a
seasoning.
drip bottle. Bro, he
You
gave
see
you hot
Song-
sauce.
he did give hot sauce, but I feel like it's taking everything in Song not to just fucking rip it open and drip it on her tongue.
Mm-hmm.
I say
She
make
adds like a little
a
fucking
wisdom
baby
saving
sucker
throw.
to the end.
But I think she'll add it onto like her bread, I guess, because I imagine by that point they've probably eaten the soup and just nibble at it.
I'm just like staring, unblinking at the raw pig. I'm just like there is like a little bit of drool in my mouth. I'm just like,
All right, I sent you something, Natalia.
Oh fuck! Oh, I'm scared. I don't like. I'm. So, here's the thing: is I love when you send me stuff, but I'm also like I don't like it because it scares me. Oh fuck! Okay. So I think for like a second, if anyone is watching, she tenses.
obviously I'm watching.
Yeah.
What's up?
It was
you'll-
real spinal fluid.
It was not. It was not.
It was your mother's spinal fluid.
It was
That
not.
would make it
But
real.
it was
Strahd
not.
came in later. All right, I need these eyes. Pluck. I'm getting some of that spinal fluid. You don't need
Stop
this rib
seeing
bone
her.
anymore. I'll throw that to the dog.
Keep the
So I
tongue as
think-
a snack for later.
God.
Honestly, Soul Forger deserves the femur.
Oh my god.
God. But I think that Song, as she tenses, she's politely like settles it down, the bottle down, on the table, pretends to wipe her mouth for just a second, and just. I know I'm filled with questions this evening, and I'm sure it is beginning to grate on your nerves, but it isn't often we are able to converse like this.
Ah, what do you mean? You may stay here as long as you like.
Sadly,
At that point, unable to hold back anymore, I like fucking dive for the raw pig with my bare hands and I just start eating it.
I think.
Lit.
Oh.
It is very
Uh,
bloody.
Mm-hmm. Well, the blood doesn't really. The blood isn't what?
No, it's
It's
like
thing.
very like fresh and bloody.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I think like Song looks over towards Storm, and like it takes everything in her not to grab onto Storm because she knows how Storm feels about this. But in that same vein, I think she knows better.
So I think about like being in this castle is like weakening my normally religious self-restraint.
Yeah. So I think instead she kind of like reaches out and like gently like pulls Storm back into the seat, but does not take it away, and takes her own napkin and like dops at the blood, as she
Give in.
And
Who
just,
said that?
That was a little.
Yeah, it was a little. But I think she just. So, of course, we don't have memories before the castle, but I assume at some point we lived here with you.
Some things can be discussed on a different date in better company.
Of course.
Now tell me, my young daughters, how have your days been in my realm? Has everyone been polite to you?
Well, actually, we can't stay long. We made a deal with the hack, and I hold up my
He holds up a
branded
finger.
hand.
Excuse me.
A hag who sells pastries. She was stealing children, so we agreed to. I'm like struggling to remember. I'm like still like eating the raw meat, so we agreed to do a favor for her. And if not, then she's going to, I think, eat me. I can't really remember. Still, like, there's like just blood running down my
His
chin.
face goes cold. Yeah, snaps his fingers twice, and the man who escorted you in leans into him as he whispers in his ear. The man nods and leaves.
Do you know how hack time works?
I think you just got the hag killed.
I think so too. That's why Song's just. You seem displeased about it.
Oh,
As she.
well, the problem will be taken care of.
And what
A
did-
white
how-
cat comes like into the room and starts to
A
climb
what?
into his lap.
Is it Olivia?
It's a white cat.
Does it have what are its eye colors?
It's a Olivio.
A beautiful pearlescent blue and gold.
It's your cats!
Mom. Oh, I hate you, Theo.
I didn't do shit.
You did do so much shit.
Okay, but which one is it? Ask for its name.
I
No,
definitely think
because Storm doesn't like animals, so she wouldn't care about the
it's
cat.
Song. It's so Song. She got distracted the second the cat came in.
Kitty.
Listen, y'all, we have seen how hard she's tried to interact with animals throughout this entire thing.
So hard.
None of them ever
Oh,
like
so
her.
So
He,
you consider kobolds to be animals?
He
Gotcha.
strips 2 pieces of raw fish and gives it to one cat, and then puts the other one underneath it, and puts the other hen with it underneath the table.
I didn't expect you to be the type of person to keep pets.
Now, not my pets,
Then what are they?
my friends.
His fur babies.
He can't have his real babies, so.
Oh my god.
But I think she just. Right, but what are their names?
I believe you'll know when it's time for you to know.
That seems to be an ever increasingly popular answer of yours.
Theo, if there was like raw meat in front of me, I would be eating it right now.
There is.
God.
No, in real life.
Oh, gotcha.
God.
Honestly, same. I'm kind of hungry.
Beef Wellington.
God.
But we can't have that. Natalia will break out in hives.
Does beef Wellington have wheat in it?
Isn't it like it's in pastries, isn't it?
Yep.
It's just beef. I'm vegetarian, so I would not eat it, but it wouldn't break me out in hives. I'm not
Well,
allergic
no,
to meat.
The pastry. It's like beef inside, like
It's a
croissant.
pastry? I thought it was
Isn't
just
it?
raw beef.
No, beef Wellington is like beef that's been wrapped in bread.
Yeah,
Yeah.
raw
Toasted.
beef and bread.
Okay, well, y'all, we're learning that me and Queen don't have any culture. Is
Well,
what we're
It's
learning.
not raw, it's
He-
extremely rare.
He continues to stroke the cats, and then he puts them down. I can't have them too near me very often. I
Why
always
is that?
break out in hives.
Oh my
Because
god.
they're angels.
God. So Song's definitely, as like the cat is put down, she's like already leaning like a little bit towards one of the cats.
His hand has like blisters, and it starts to heal.
Can she pet the cat, Theo?
They are not a big fan of what you smell like.
She'll hold out like a little bit of like, she'll steal a little meat from the table and hold it out.
It is not fish. They are like not interested.
We accept only freshly
Dude, are you
imported
like
red
visually
snapper.
depressed that you can't pet the cat?
I think she is like, it's just a little bit of sadness in her eyes because it's canonical that no animal ever likes her in this campaign, and I'm assuming that's a lifelong thing for her.
A little servant appears that has a small little pink container, and it looks like it makes a very distinct sound whenever it opens.
Oh no.
Does he hand it over?
The servant brings it to you.
Oh, so she'll
It has
take
cat
it?
treats in it.
Oh my god, she'll take it and like open it?
It makes
I
a very
heard
distinctive
pink.
ringing sound, and you feel 2 things around your feet.
So she'll definitely pull out like a treat and like start feeding them treats.
I
She
heard
does-
pink, and my first thought
Was
immediately.
Natalia.
Yeah, I was like, no, he made a flesh prison out of Natalia.
I do want to say that she's definitely like the beef. She snuck it to her mimic wristband, and she starts also sneaking him treats. So she's feeding 3 things treats right now.
While Song is distracted with the
Charles is very
cats.
happy.
While Song is distracted with the things with the cats under the table, Storm is going to take the eye from her soup and the eye from my soup and put them in like a napkin and then stick it in my pocket.
Do you have enough self-control to be able to save it for later right now, though?
I'm not saving it for later.
Strahd like gives you a look and just pretends not to see, and he's going to ask some very probing questions to Valtor. Tell me, my guest, what is it that drives your heart to be in this land?
Uh-oh.
Could use out the way.
Sorry, yeah. What do you need? I was just talking to my girlfriend real quick.
Yeah, I was
He
about to say.
called me the moment I looked.
Of
I
course,
went
of
away.
course, naturally. I was about to be like, all right, me comes in the game and starts plugging in my fucking taser.
He's asking. He's
Of course,
asking
I was-
Valtor probing questions.
Oh, what? Yeah, what do you ask?
He says, what is it that drives your heart to be in this land?
Drives my heart? Well, I think you've already heard my story.
I heard.
I
Tell
suppose.
me, from your own words, what is it that drives you?
Um. Well, well, I guess there's no hiding things, but he looks around the table and says, "For a while, just I'm trying to think how do you word it. I just for a while I just went where the wind took me, but now I think I might have a little more purpose. Uh, uh order drives me now.
Order, eh? You mean justice or just order?
Uh, I'm trying to remember what the oath said, honestly. I guess it was justice. Yep.
Okay,
It was,
It's true.
yeah, I thought it was order, but yeah, I think it's justice.
Justice, huh? Tell me, in your pursuit of justice, what skills have you learned?
Storm's gonna finally put down the raw pig because she's getting bad vibes from this conversation.
He says, just what I've learned to do with my own hands.
Interesting. He starts to pull out a very small, personalized notebook and begins to take notes with a quill. Well, don't mind me. I like to doodle.
Is there a tablecloth on this table?
Yeah.
I'm just checking.
Anything you need, you just have to, like, basically whisper it and the server will bring it to you.
No, yeah, I was just asking. I'm gonna like wipe my hands on the tablecloth a little bit because they're covered in blood. God.
A servant comes over with a very familiar looking bowl. It's like the same one but cleaned out that he washed his hands in.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna look at him and just be, or look at him. He's invisible. I'm gonna look in the servant's direction and just be like, no, I'm good.
And just keep ruining the nice fancy tablecloth that's
Yes,
probably
I
like
am.
spilt.
If the servant could cringe when looking down at the bloodied cloth, they would.
So I think like as Song is like feeding treats to the cats and the conversations are going on, I think after a moment she kind of looks back up again and just, you seem to show a lot of interest in our group as a whole.
Of course. I like to know everyone that my daughters are involved with. He finishes a large piece of meat and kind of like cleans the bone with a little blade, and he throws it to a corner. It's like kind of shadowy in the corner, but there's like a little, like it looks like there's a little miniature house, and then a snout comes out and picks the bone and brings it back in.
Is it a black nose? Is it a little shadowy nose?
It's a nose. You can't really see.
I try to figure out if it's my dogs. Because we've already seen Queen's cats. So I think like she watches the bone go, sees a little nose, kind of like shakes herself to stay like on track.
There's a weird thumping sound coming from your house?
The tail.
It's
She
a
is
wagging
taking
tail.
everything in her to not get up to go over, because these animals actually don't fucking hate her, and that is so rare.
By all means, go. We can talk while you sit down.
Oh no, that would be quite rude. But you mentioned before that. What?
Hmm.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. You mentioned before that you have a habit of disposing of things when you grow bored of them. What happens when you grow bored of us?
Well, whether I go bored is one thing. Only if something is less than useful and more trouble than it's worth.
So are you saying our mother was more trouble than she was worth?
Unfortunately, yes.
And why was that?
She, like the old gods of this land, became so.
What exactly did she do to you?
Trust me, child. These are questions you don't want answers to.
I
will
would
tell
not be
you if you
asking
want.
them.
You want to be happy with the answers.
I would not be asking them if I did not want the answers.
Very well. I will consider it.
Father, surely one who's lived as long a life as you. You know everything that happens in your lands. I think it's been a while since you've known that agony that is living without answers that feel vital to you. Our mother was important to us. It would mean a great deal if we could find out what truly happened to her.
And it would go quite some way to soothe whatever is between us, considering you were there that night.
Yes. It was. He drinks.
And I will admit that I think that it is quite suspicious that you were there. After all, I don't believe that you're supposed to be able to step foot in Kresik.
He snaps his fingers and tells everyone to go away, and he asks you to follow to his private den.
I think Song with that would stand up, straighten her dress just a little bit, look a little regretfully towards the cat, sneak one more treat to Charles for good luck, and hold her hand out to Storm.
Is the whole
Charles
party
gonna
Yep.
party allowed to follow?
Yep. The
Okay.
whole party is encouraged.
All right.
During this happen, you hear some kind of like a rattling, almost like an animal shaking.
Where's the animal shaking coming from?
It's from the doghouse. It stood up and shook and then stretched.
Oh.
So can I which direction is the private study? Is it the same door that he came in from?
It's in the side door.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll follow after him.
I don't actually know how to get it because there's actually it's in a separate version of this for Telespire. It's weird, but
Yeah, it's a different cell.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
But yes.
there's no
so
clean way of getting it to like cooperate.
But yeah, I imagine hand in hand the twins start to follow.
Okay. Very well. And so you reach his private den. It's very stately. It has, about it's much more fine than even like the den that you saw in the death house in its prime.
Mm-hmm.
It has furs and rugs and all kinds of things like that. Everything that a nobleman would view as comfortable. It has a very well stocked alcohol shelf as well. And he pulls out a very fine brand of scotch and several glasses, and then pours one for each of you.
I imagine I've still got blood on my chin
Yeah, Song is like,
and like around my mouth.
He will pull out a purple handkerchief with the with the gold lettering in the bottom being S and P, and he will hand it to you.
S&P.
Sorry, S and D.
Strahd.
isn't his last name like Darovich or something?
No, it's Zarkovich, isn't it?
Strahd von Darovich, I think.
Strahd von Zerovich.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I like take the handkerchief and like wipe it, the blood.
It's very thick and very silky.
I don't get it back when I'm done.
He doesn't expect it back.
Okay.
Listen, if we're getting anything out of this, we're getting some money with the answers. We can sell it. It's good cloth.
eBay.
Ooh. I also do want to say that Song did pocket the fake.
Spinal fluid.
Yeah. Like whatever was left of it, she has it now.
Yeah, and he will sit down in a very large chair and swirl his glass with ice in it. And he will begin to speak. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Well, I have a bet to make with you, I should say.
Who's he saying that to?
All of you.
And
We're
what
not
is
one
that?
for gambling.
Oh, this is a wager what you should take. Little game.
And what is on offer if we win?
Well, I believe a reward twofold shall suffice. I shall answer the question you so aptly asked, and then you shall be
Well.
allowed to leave.
And what if we lose?
I suspect you won't be alive.
A second question.
Yes.
Is it true there were 3 of us? Song and I, we used to have a third sister.
Once upon a time. Yes.
Where is she now?
Once more, questions you don't want answered, my dear.
You have to tell us if we win about our mother and our sister.
Exactly. And as for you thinking that we would not want to know, I would state that perhaps you don't know us as well as you believe.
He snaps his fingers, and a puff of black, acrid smoke appears, and parchment with red lettering on it.
Song will bend down to take it.
The standard writer, of course. At the bottom, I shall sign. Should you able to complete my task, I will tell you what you wish to know.
What about our companions? Are they free to leave? Or are they also part of this?
You should be free to leave. So I shall allow passive out to Barovia.
Out of Barovia, that's the realm, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're the only ones on the hook for this. You guys can leave if you want.
No, like but we could like leave the entire realm, like.
Correct.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what he's saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
There are places beyond these shores that you might be interested in. Otherwise, very hard to get to. But my realm touches many places very hard to get to.
Could we have a moment to discuss it among ourselves?
You could, if you so desire. I'll remain here, because after all, I have more spies than you can count. I might as well be here to observe.
And a man that admits that loudly, I would think unwise.
Or he has nothing to fear.
And
He
that's
nods
where
in
he's wrong.
appreciation. Not the
Have
So
you
then I
never-
guess we just so then I guess we just have the conversation in here.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna turn to the others, to like Lineback and Fairy and Valtor. Song and I, my sister and I, are obligated to stay, see this through. You 3 can leave if you wish.
Well, I've already raised my hammer with you. You both are shield maidens for now for me. That means we are companions and compatriots to the end. It is glory or Valhalla.
Thank you, Farian.
Valtor will kind of just look out into the distance, thinking for a second. Gosh, I'm blanking on. It's not
Fair
Talon's character. It's Farian. Yeah. Farian's name. Farian's speech, and then Valtor will say, "Well, I don't really have anywhere else to go. This is all I really have right now."
And we're glad to have you.
Strahd twists his head when you speak, almost curiously.
Who does?
Strahd.
Strahd.
Strahd? Oh.
He's interested in you.
Yeah. He knows you have a tie to justice, I think.
Do you not feel it, my friend?
Feel what?
He gestures you to come forward.
He stands and comes up, I suppose.
He moves to place a hand in your chest.
Ooh.
Valtor would definitely step back at that.
Yeah,
Says,
Storm saw it.
I
Step a
have
little
not
forward.
yet
Like,
heard
bad
of it.
idea.
You know what? I need to look at the void you have anyway.
He says, "Well, I don't. I don't know why I'd want you to see that.
Where is your soul?
Um, it's been gone for a long time."
Ripped from you, more like. Violently.
Valtor doesn't respond. He kind of just stares at him in the eyes.
How are you alive? Most curious. I would love to study you.
That's a rather metaphysical question, isn't it? How are any of us alive?
Oh no, that is quite literally explainable by science. This man should be dead.
Yep.
Hmm.
I suppose Voltor isn't undead either, is the flip side of it. Um, yeah, Voltor would just stare him down. He would not answer that question.
You are like an empty automaton, but somehow self of will. Fascinating.
And I would think
Anything? He said, anything else you need?
But as you sit down, he'll say, I've only known of one such person like you. It had very interesting results.
Who might that be?
He smiles. If you need employment at some future opportunity, you have but to ask. I shall pay handsomely.
Old Valtor, I guess, would have considered that a little more. He says, but he says, I'm currently quite preoccupied. Perhaps in another life.
Yes, perhaps another life. He smirks.
Linebeck, in a very transparent attempt to change the subject. Linebeck, what about you? Will you be staying, or do you wish to depart?
we will not blame you if you do wish.
Please, sticking around in this place isn't half as bad as some of the places I've followed you to into.
You're not wrong.
And
with
he's
that.
gonna look. He's gonna like point at Song's teeth, and the fact that Storm is still covered in blood, and it looks like you still need someone to look after you.
I cleaned that off a little.
We don't require
Mhm.
looking
Lineback,
after,
dex save.
but
Dex
Oh,
save.
what?
Let's go.
oh fuck.
Ugh, you're not close enough. I don't know. You don't get the bonus yet.
No, it's level 5. You start getting the bonus.
13.
You catch a coin
Ugh.
pouch.
Coin pouch. Ooh.
Oh my god, is our dad paying you to babysit us?
or to leave.
We're about to find out.
He says, "Thank you for your due diligence. It
Ah.
contains 50 gold pieces."
Storm's like 50 gold pieces. That's it.
Yeah, I think storms like that in song is just like she has the look in her eyes of I also want money. It's just like as she's looking at the coin pouch and lying back, completely distracted from the touching moment.
He blinks twice.
He,
You not-
Linebeck is gonna look at the pouch, look inside of it, sigh, and say, "The handmaiden tales are getting more and more real as the days go."
God.
He puts away a distinctive-looking book.
And Farian just thinks in his head, not saying it out loud, but that's 10 years worth of wages.
Meanwhile, they're like, "It's only 50 gold."
You know, he is a rich dad. Okay, he controls everything in here, and he's coughing up 50 measly pieces.
Okay, listen, I love that for Storm, but song is like, oh god.
Okay, but that's not even 10% of the funds Linebeck currently has on him, so this is pocket change.
Okay,
know,
listen.
It's the mindset of it. It's like, yes, thank you for keeping
Make
my
a,
two daughters.
Look inside the, like, do you actually, like, open the pouch and inspect the coins?
I mean, he was looking inside of it when he said the handmaiden
Okay, got
thing.
you. There's, like, 48 platinum in there.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's better.
that's so much better.
48 platinum
Strahd,
and
like,
gold.
by the way, the platinum was not there before. Strahd rolls his eyes.
Oh my god.
Won't be finding that.
He felt a shit talking him.
I know, he could, like, hear it mentally. He was like, God, my daughters think
Yes.
I'm cheap
Yes,
and a
he could.
monster. I don't get to wisdom save against that or anything.
No.
Can he just hear in our brains at all times?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to mentally, I'm gonna, like, clear my mind, and then in my head, I'm going to scream really loud and see if he jumps.
He like blinks twice, and you get the sense that, like, there's an internal bar, and you're now on 30.
Mob psycho 30%.
No, he turns your volume to 30%.
Oh my god.
He's muting me.
It's like you're not the first person to try and catch him off guard by mentally screaming.
I wasn't trying to catch him off guard. I was trying to see. I was like, it was Storm testing to see if he could, like, hear inside.
Very obviously, he can.
Very obviously, yeah. Well, my intelligence is what,
This entire
12?
realm has magic powers beyond your comprehension, and you're literally in his seat of power. Yes, he understands what you're thinking.
Theo, what is Storm's intelligence stat?
I have no idea.
12.
Higher than Linebeck's.
Higher
Well,
than Song.
Yeah, your intelligence is like
Actually, I
11,
don't
and
know
my
that.
intelligence
Yeah.
is 12.
You're like the
Yeah.
scientist
like-
of the party with only a slightly above average intelligence.
Well, I think Voltor is the only one with high intelligence.
What's
He's a
his
smart
corrected.
boy.
I forgot
He's
you
a-
officer.
Yeah.
He's a smart boy with a lot of stupids around him. It's fine.
Yes.
Perhaps I could bribe you to my side, my dear Valtor. Would you like to study some
Intelligence is
arcane...
21.
Hush, child. Would you like to study some arcane lore?
He says, "I'm only interested in what I can see in front of me."
Ah, they're always hard to get.
Father,
Yes.
if you keep focusing so intently on our friend, you might make us jealous.
He's gorgeous. What do you want me to do?
Are you
I
saying
would
we're
pref-
ugly?
Of course not. But you're my children. Even I wouldn't stoop to that impropriety.
That was not the implication of the conversation.
That was a reference, by the way.
Okay, cool.
I
I also feel like
hope-
that went
I
very
hope,
southern
like-
for some reason.
I hope someone appreciated it.
No, no one did. No,
So no one got
not
the
a single.
reference?
No.
Man,
Reference to what?
It sounded really familiar. I just could not put
This
pin
is
it.
Barovia,
I'm
not
disappointed,
Alabama.
Burnos.
What is it, Game of Thrones?
No.
It's
I will say it is niche, so don't worry about it.
That's really familiar.
It's it's from ERB.
ERB.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
would the
Oh.
game
that is,
rating
though.
system be relevant right now?
Ha 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 ha. No, it's from Joker and Stephen King. Yeah, no Joker and it.
Yep, I did see that. That's why it's probably sounds familiar.
Yeah.
That was,
Mhm.
that's
I
very
don't watch
very
horror
niche.
movies or movies.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
rap
Epic
battles.
rap battles. The
Okay, yeah,
YouTube.
I didn't hear that. I haven't listened to any of the new ones in a while.
It's basically said something like that was pretty terrible, and he said even I wouldn't stoop to that propriety.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
remember.
God.
I vaguely remember that now.
Yeah.
I think the last one of ERB I've seen was Snow White and the Little Mermaid.
Out of context, that sounds really weird.
Yes, it does.
I don't know. Mine was Stephen Hawking versus Carl Sagan.
That's one of my
Okay.
favorites, absolutely.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I like Steve Jobs too. That one's really good as well. Anyway, back on topic.
Yeah.
By the way,
I
that
do-
was a funding personally to Edict, or sorry, to Lineback.
I'm a little
So-
worried that he's paying him, but
So what is this favor we're meant to complete for you?
Even with my abilities, finding certain information is difficult. I believe I have a traitor in my court, and I would like my trusted daughters to find out who.
that
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
seem too difficult. But what will you do when we find out who they are?
Depending on what they have done, I shall take care of the situation. If
I'm
it causes
sorry.
irreparable damage to myself, my people, my court. I have many enemies, even here.
How can you possibly have enemies here?
You would be surprised, my lady. My dear daughter.
So,
A man in my position always has enemies.
so we catch the spy, we turn them over to you, and you let us leave?
I will allow you to leave Barovia. Your party to leave Barovia, and I shall answer your question.
That doesn't seem like too awful of a deal.
I know, right? Great deal. Sign the paper.
Can Song like kind of as she's leaning down, could she look over the fine print?
Yeah, is there like a time limit on this?
Damn, it's a
There is
shame that
not-
you
there
don't
is not a
have
time. There is not a time limit.
party.
He says
So
that the stipulation is that he will allow your party to leave the Barovia, and in exchange for completing the said task, and make if it's accurate.
Is there any fine print? Is there any like you get turned into a full vampire? Is there
Yeah,
any
can I like flip it over and check the back?
Yeah, Song is helping. They're doing it together because Song and Storm were just like, no full trust.
You want to roll perception?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Would that be
Sure is a
investigate?
shame.
Sounds like investigate. What if I
That's a
investigated the
6.
document?
Yeah,
Can I
that'd be investigation, as a matter of fact.
I was
Wait, so
thinking it's better than a
investigation
6.
or
So
what? It doesn't
Voltor
matter
got
what I roll with a natural 2.
I got 14 for investigation at least. Not super high, but not too bad.
Strahd winks, noticing your very astute eye.
Noticing what?
Your very astute eye.
My very astute. Oh, he's saying this. Okay, yeah. He says just checking over things.
Ah, excellent. What can I say? I like people who pay attention to details.
And
Oh,
before
God.
Linebeck is like, let me just call my lawyer, and Edicts just pops up.
Theo, I'd like
I
to cast the
trust- I
spell
assure
Summon a
you, I had
Butler.
an expert write this. By the way, what languages do you guys speak?
Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Twin can't.
Dominant
Abyssal,
primordial.
Abyssal, Celestial, and Common.
It's an infernal.
Oh, infernal! She learned celestial, I learned infernal.
Oh, hell yeah! That's why she got a 6, because it's in a language she doesn't know.
Alright, so, Kata, you understand exactly what I told you.
Storm. Okay.
Storm.
So I like
I
Rebecca.
know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry. Father, so the thing is though, we're not in a particular hurry to get out of Barovia. We did grow up here. It is, for all intents and purposes, our home.
Are you saying you would like to stay? My castle is always open to my daughters. Always has been, always will be.
We have no desire to be prisoners, but the ability to come and go from your castle.
With our assured safety and the safety of those that we surround ourselves with.
Yes, with
I
our.
will say that in the pursuit of this search, I will give you free reign of the castle. None of my minions shall harm you.
And what of you yourself?
I will not harm you. If I wished it, you'd already be dead, my dear.
Of course, but I wish for that grace to extend to our party.
Very well. As a good faith down payment, I'll tell you a name. And all the doors shut, and there seems to be a kind of weird ball around you. And then you hear a name. The name of Breeze.
The name of Greed.
Breeze.
Breeze?
Yep.
Why is he telling us this?
It's the name of the other twin.
Oh, fuck.
Sunstorm breeze.
Oh my god! Oh, we're a weather system and some music!
Oh my god.
So would the twins recognize that name? Would
And
it
so
like
he
stir up
hums
something?
a forgotten lullaby. And the lyrics speak of a song stuck on a storm and carried by a breeze.
Fuck. So I definitely think the song like almost feels like a chill up the back of her spine. And I think after a moment she just slowly, I thank you for the kindness of sharing her name with us. It would be much more useful if you could point us in the right direction of exactly what happened to her. Or if she is still alive.
If you succeed,
Storm is going to reach out and slowly sign the contract.
After a moment, Song will follow suit.
I would like to point out that this is the second time that Queen has signed a contract without having a lawyer look at it.
No.
She is the lawyer.
Yeah, with my intelligence of 12. I passed
Better
the
than
bar exam
11.
by the skin of my teeth.
Also, with every time that all of our names keep getting mixed up, it's also canon that Rule is the one mixing up the names in the story.
Oh my
Well-
god.
Also, I imagine Voltor didn't glean anything when he investigated the document.
can't investigate something you can't read, bud.
Oh, that's true. Never mind.
Speaking fertile.
That's right.
We need somebody
Never
who
mind.
we're playing a game called We Teach Each Other Our Languages.
Yeah, we take like 2 months. And we just teach everyone everything.
Strahd throws a tennis ball as feet come into the hall.
Is there a puppy?
You don't see one.
So I'm gonna turn to Strahd. Your court, are they all here? Do they roam about? Where can
They
we
have
find them?
day-to-day activities and their own ambitions. I'd largely allow them to do as they need, or as they please, as long as their duties are attended to.
Do you have anyone in particular you suspect?
I believe it is one of my brides. But even as their master, even as he who sired them, I suspect that whoever is responsible for this has great power. Because I cannot compel them to tell me the truth and to admit. But I know it is one of those three.
Then we will start there.
I don't know why, and I don't know who, but I know they are.
Before we begin interrogations, I'm going to sort of put like a hand to my forehead. I must admit, I'm fairly exhausted.
You are, of course, welcome to stay. However, I would caution you on roaming without everyone with you. My minions will not harm you, but there are occasional denizens of my castle who may not well, listen to my direct orders. They mostly just are cowed in submission. Those who follow me can fend for themselves. I expect the same of my daughters.
Of course.
Even like against my will, I'm like straightening up a bit, and then I immediately like slouch when I realize I'm doing it.
Yeah. Like that's the thing is like Song's been biting the inside of her cheek so long there's definitely blood. And she just of course we would do nothing else. It is never our aim to displease you.
That is the proper attitude.
Oh, she is taking everything at her not to rip his fucking throat out.
I know, I'm so proud of you.
You can like see like she's shaking like ever so slightly, and it's not out of fear, it's out of anger. And she just, of course, have I ever been anything but perfect?
Storm's gonna be like, not to my recollection.
Thank you.
He nods.
Now I assume that you will have one of your servants show us to a room.
Very well.
Room singular, actually. We all sleep together for body heat.
Of course, we get lonely without each other.
Yes, like stuffed animals.
Ah, he looks at Valtor knowingly.
What?
I see.
Valtor's just very stone-faced.
And Valtor can feel the gaze of Strahd, like, retreating.
Our dad is just like, oh wow, they also have multiple brides.
Oh my god.
Like, you
Reverse
like,
harem.
Valtor could almost feel, like, the social equivalent of him, like, taking a big step backwards.
Versus Linebeck, who's like, I would prefer my own room. If you are gracious enough to let me.
No.
Song is already holding up her hand and just, we will be rooming together.
Strahd sizes at the very tall dwarf.
The twins like hook their arms with him, and we're like, no, Lineback, we get so cold last night without you.
Song
you have
is like
to stay.
Song is like hugging his arm and making a show of it, and just, we miss you
Strahd
dearly
is
when you're
shaking his
gone.
head like there are things he didn't need to know.
You're
My
paid
own
so
room,
well to watch
please.
over us, Lineback, and now that you have your money, you're going to turn tail and run.
Exactly. My own room, please.
Strahd sighs and is like reconsidering what he's been paying Lineback for.
To think that you would leave us alone, Lineback, when you said that we needed someone to watch over us.
He's gonna be like, seems you've already gathered 2 more.
I literally still have blood on my face, Lineback.
He wants his own room. He does not want to have to sleep in a caravan of more people again. Like he's been doing for the past week. You smell.
Lineback. We smell even though we cleaned up and Song can prestidigitate and clean herself daily?
You smell of blood and spinal fluid and rust.
Okay, to be fair, I don't think
Fair.
spinal fluid has a
And
scent.
then you don't even want to know what it Earth Nazi farts like.
Oh,
Oh my god.
yeah, it's not methane, it's pure sulfur.
Ew.
This is the equivalent of going to the fanciest establishment in the entire country and just being like, you know what? No, I don't want to enjoy all the festivities that are here. I just want to go to my room and watch TV the whole time.
I mean, that's fair.
Listen, if
Here's-
it's the fanciest establishment in the country, I can't imagine the room wouldn't be
Chains
satisfying.
clatter as the kobolds enter, looking down and dejected.
Oh, father.
Hold on, my dears. You three, down in the dungeons, hook yourselves to the wall. Go.
Actually, I was wondering if they could help us.
Hold on.
Exact-
The three kobolds look up at you. Look up at Storm and Song,
We would like them to go with us, as Storm
and
stated.
then they
we...
they squint, and then they say the one word they can. No.
Oh.
And he stops for a second, clears his throat, and clears out his ear, and he says, "Excuse me."
They just made such beautiful clothes. I wanted to see what else they could come up with.
Of course, and we've grown fond of them.
But if
They're
they
like-
don't want to, then obviously they are loyal to you above all else.
Of course, they are perfect servants. But perhaps you can lend them to us?
A blood vessel on his head starts to pulse and then slowly calm down. I take it you would be very displeased if I disciplined them.
Of course we would.
He
My
looks
heart
at
may
his two
not beat,
daughters
but
and
it does
says,
bleed.
Consider, Father, you've never gifted us anything. I think that they would make a fine gift.
"God, how expensive tailors are."
They may be expensive, but don't you want us to be a good representation? If we are not dressed well, what will anyone in your court think?
Persuasion. With
God.
advantage. Make a decent
With
argument.
advantage. 16.
Very well. The mark shall remain. But I suppose if they please you, they might. Well, if they serve well, I could see about restoring what they've lost. Go now, you three gremlins. Get out of my sight.
Thank you, Father. You have no idea how much we appreciate that.
Yes. Now quit telling everyone I'm a bum. Never checked your account in years.
We have an account.
What account?
We have an. We were not informed that we had an account.
Have you been giving us money?
What? Do you understand how long we have been struggling?
We have money?
We have. To think that we have money, and like they're like,
People.
He blinks at you several times. It appears that you were not informed by everything you should be. Very well, my accountant will meet you in your rooms.
Harm?
Here's the thing: is I imagine the song is she still has one arm on Lineback, but she's reaching over to Storm and just excitement, it's leaking through just a little bit, and just in her eyes of just, I know that we hate him, but money.
I know.
Yeah, he has a freelancer accountant.
Oh my god.
He may be the worst, but we can still spend his coin.
Exactly. It doesn't mean we like him if we spend his coin.
We're just
It just means
stimulating
that
the
we're smart.
economy.
Exactly. We say as the girls go on a shopping trip.
Shopping!
But yeah, so we're being sent to the rooms, I suppose, and separated from Lineback.
Yeah.
But the others are sticking together, so that's fine.
Linebeck thoroughly enjoying having his own king-sized bed once again. It's been years.
There's some cobwebs
But-
there, but you know.
We get our rooms
So-
put like right next to each other and like multiple times a night, so we're just gonna knock
Oh
on
no,
the
you
wall
all
to make
have
sure
one
he's
room,
still alive.
and Lineback has his owner.
Oh, okay.
As
Um,
we're
Yeah.
getting
How nice are the rooms? What are the rooms like, Theo?
It turns out the way he situated it is it's like a college dorm where you have the main room, the first door that you go in, and then the door leads into multiple different rooms from that one
it's like a whole
first
wing.
door in the hallway.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah, yeah. There's a door that leads to the suites, but it's essentially it's an unusual shimmering green door because anytime you go inside the door, you go exactly pretty much where you need to go. Within it comes to what suite you need to be in. And the three kobolds are bringing in a very dirty, very raggedy, a little moldy, little what looks like a cat's bed, and they all like start climbing in it.
Oh, Song is gonna crouch down and cast prestidigitation to clean the bed.
Okay.
No, Farian would kind of lift them up and put them on if there's like a couch or a receiving chair or
Yeah,
something.
and Song
Put
is
them on
like
my
cleaning.
bed.
Yeah, Song is cleaning the bed in case they refuse, like they did last time and try to sleep in the corner. It's so clean now.
But yeah,
They
Storm is
kinda-
like, no, you
They
sleep
kind
in
of
my
look
bed.
down, and then they reluctantly but very cozily start sleeping in their recliner.
Oh.
Um, they were kind of struggling to get cozy, and then one of their little tails pulled the lever, and now they're like laying down, and they're all like
I put like a blanket on them.
They're all in the little arm
Yes.
cubby and a little ball.
They get covered up.
Hmm.
I imagine just their little noses are peeking out.
And the tips of their tails, all wrapped together.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think after a moment, as they get settled in, Song just, well, that was eventful, wasn't it?
I pull the eyeballs out of my pocket.
What were you saying?
Take a look.
So Song
Don't
will
you-
just stand up and move over towards the eyeballs and look as Storm is talking.
Don't you recognize them?
I don't believe I do.
They look like mothers.
Song, you just see like she goes way paler than she normally is, and she's gonna take a closer look at them. Are they our mom's eyes, Theo? Was I right?
They look the same.
I fucking knew it, and y'all were like acting like I was crazy.
I was misleading you.
He just retconned it when you said it.
You gave him the idea.
God.
So yeah,
Not exactly. I have timestamps.
so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, I can't imagine how they could actually be hers, but they look the same.
I mean, there are ways of preserving such things. I would hope they're not.
And almost like a memory, you can remember in your mind the phrase, "You won't like the answer that you receive." When he's talking about it.
I think
I
with that, her
Pull the
hand reaches
napkin
out.
back up.
Yeah, her hand reaches out. It's
This
like
isn't something
gripping
that like
Storm's
that
wrist.
actively happens around you. It's just like it's something that you just remember.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Song is like gripping Storm's wrist at that point. And I think she just. I know that he listens. But Storm. Do you really think staying here is wise?
I think in a lot of ways, staying here for the night could be the safest place in all of Barovia. What could possibly harm us here?
Him? Any of his multiple minions?
He can harm us wherever we are.
He can, but at least we can try and avoid attention, even if it's not successful.
Besides, we would need to come back tomorrow anyway to speak with the brides.
Unless we do not take. I suppose we did sign it, but.
There's some knocking on the door.
I like fold the napkin back up and like stick the ice back in my pocket and go to like check it. Hello?
There is a short goblin-looking man with a cigar in his mouth. You can barely see his face in the dark gloom from the lit glow of the cigar.
I open the door. Hello,
He
who are
breathes out
you?
smoke in your face.
I don't even need to breathe, but
girl.
that's like a reflex.
Come on. You the girl.
What?
You the woman. You the girl.
Sure?
Aren't there two of you?
Yeah.
He walks in without an invitation.
I grab the cigar as he's walking past and put it out.
He will not. He refuses.
Ugh. Must you smoke that thing in here? It's filthy.
It's not filthy. It's a dirty
It
habit.
is. Right, and so, as you're saying, it's a dirty habit. It's going to leave a scent on everything.
Yeah, no more than that. He spits on the floor.
Excuse me, it's not even our house, but
Yeah, I know. What's he gonna do? Kill me?
no,
Alright.
I would never
You are
dream
in
of
the
doing such a
presence
thing.
of ladies.
Yeah. He folds his arm, looks up. What of it?
Storm, as if just realizing, oh, you're the accountant.
Yeah.
So, what are you here for?
Well, Father did send. Well, Daddy
He's
Dearest did
supposed
say
to- yeah.
that he was sending him.
Yeah, but like, I thought maybe tomorrow.
He breathes smoke into the face of Farian. You look like iron.
What?
You look like iron.
Yes.
Death? I can plant your ears. I got a torch here somewhere.
I'm a little hard of hearing, yes.
Can't fix it. Not in the budget.
Right. Your clients are over there, and Farian will walk over to Valtor and. Do you happen to have a hammer and a chisel?
He actually does, and he pulls it out and hands it to him.
Kind of awkward. Would you mind giving me a haircut?
He shrugs and he sit down.
He will sit down and basically ask for an undercut.
By the way, the goblin man will pull out a little box and hand it to Valtor. Courtesy of the host.
He takes a look at it.
It has a little blue ribbon.
Storm's also going to look at it.
A little blue ribbon. What's that a reference to? Oh no.
I don't think it's a reference to what I'm
It's like a little
thinking.
blue ribbon bow tie.
I don't think
Oh,
it's a
bow
reference to
tie?
what I'm thinking. Yeah.
I was thinking like a science fair award blue ribbon thing.
Oh no, that's not.
I was thinking of that fairy tale about the woman with the green ribbon around her neck, where if you untied it, her head fell off.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was thinking
yeah.
about the song where it's like a blue ribbon at the fair and tied around, and he passed out under the tree, and yeah.
No, he's just giving his future bride something blue.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
He smirks. I guess the host wants you to look pretty. Walks over to the two women.
I love that Voltor is Strahd's like ideal man.
Ironically, surprisingly, that's like canon though.
Oh my god.
Yep, an empty vessel just begging to be filled.
Yep. But yeah, as
Gross.
Beltor is cutting Farian's hair, you're going to quickly realize that his hair is not iron like the rest of him. It's closer to a steel titanium mixture.
Huh.
It's even harder to knock off than
Yeah,
his
it's like-
body.
Yep.
Well,
This
there's
is
like,
fine.
this might take a while.
The kobolds are currently stealing bits of hair that fall off because they're shiny.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
my god.
They're adding it to
As
their
he-
collections.
God. As he's walking over, I do want to say that Song is preparing prestidigitation, like already, just has it ready to go to start clearing the smell of smoke, and she is just not breathing right now. Normally, I feel like she fakes it and she tries to like breathe at a normal pace because she has to think about it. She's not breathing right now.
He sighs dramatically and puts it out and puts up some weird mechanical device.
It's a fan.
Oh my god.
No,
Oh, I was gonna say a
he puts it
vape.
out and he starts huffing it. It's a vape.
Oh my god.
Oh my
god. See, Farian's very
It's
polite.
one of
He
those-
only smokes outside.
It's one of those giant box mods too.
It,
Is there a
it's-
window
Oh
I
my
can open?
god.
it smells like blueberry pie.
So I think at that, like, if Storm starts trying to go for a window, she just very gently, like, Song would just bump her on the arm and just don't breathe.
Oh yeah.
I haven't changed
you forget?
devices. I mean, God, do I really need to go scentless?
It would be a preference if you did. And I think with that, she just looks towards
Damn,
Storm
I
and
can't
just, did you
believe-
forget that we?
He spends the
Usually
5
we
minutes to
forget
like
to breathe.
purify it and like switch it out.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
I
god.
mean, I've just put so much work into the
can't believe-
habit.
I understand
Song-
that, but
Song canonically hates the smell of blueberries.
You-
oh yeah, canonically. But I think like once he's done, Song just our father mentioned an account.
Yeah, he pulls out a small book from his pocket and begins to unfold it, and it becomes heavier and heavier.
Mm.
Ooh.
He pulls it
I
open
like
in
the sound of
ledgers
that.
and he starts to write some notes. He looks at the kobold stealing shiny things. I noticed a 70% drop in petty theft, and you left.
Ignore him.
Exactly. You're doing
You-
no harm.
You have any idea how much we spend monthly on spoons?
I can't imagine there's that many people here that need to eat.
You would think so, but they keep going missing, or breaking, or disappearing, vanishing, etc., etc. It's mighty inconvenient. Well,
And
you know,
I'm
we
sure
spend
that
probably 2 platinum a month on it.
Well, I'm sure a talented accountant such as yourself can find it in the budget.
He squints. It's not in the budget.
I mean,
You'll find it somewhere.
clearly doesn't come out of the cleaning budget.
There's no cleaning budget. You seen this place?
Exactly.
That really should be the first thing you begin to tackle. This is just dreadful, the amount of cobwebs we passed on our way here.
Didn't our father tell you about his dust allergies?
Deception.
Natural 20!
Oh my god!
Make it up
Just
for my
allergies, huh?
2 natural 1.
He has been allergic to a lot of things lately. I guess a dust could cause it. I don't know how cats could do that to an undead. Dust? Everyone cares about dust. And zombies. He writes a note. Alright. I suppose I could allocate funds. Very well, we're still having the few dozen maids come in every day. Anyway,
Of course. Now, as for our account,
of course. You have been given a stipend for various purchases. He pulls open a few accounts. Roughly the equivalent of 1,000 gold pieces per day over the course of, well, like around 20, probably around that long, I would say.
Storm's eyes turn into dollar signs.
23 years, course of a tabulated 14.5%
Song is like holding her
interest.
sleeve in so much excitement.
Approximately 765,000 gold pieces.
And how do we access these funds?
Well, technically it's earmarked funds. It's in the general fund, but it's earmarked for a specific purpose. It's an account thing. Essentially, this can be used to purchase various goods. Mostly things like dresses, vanity, things like that. Anything you need to pay a servant for, whatnot. There's only a few things that aren't specifically authorized for this account. He pulls out a
And what
small
are
piece of
those?
paper. Arms, weapons, those kinds of things.
Anything like weapons, like armor, anything of that nature?
Yes, it would seem. Although there is a particular exception. Wand maintenance, he raises an eyebrow.
Song's eyes light up as she just one maintenance, you say?
I suppose. It's dreadfully
then-
awful, the wands laying around. Can you believe that, like, they lose charges? I mean, I just put mine in a socket and it works just fine.
Right, but how would I get a wand maintained?
That's a question for a wizard, I think. Do I look like a wizard?
You do
Yes.
not, but if it's on the list, I expect that you would have an idea of a location, perhaps?
Or
My name is Harn. I'm Mr. arcane wizard man.
Oh, it's non-demon harm.
Is
Oh no,
if given the money, can Voltor do it?
He is a fiend.
If given money, can Voltor like can you like turn the money into like charges of a wand or something?
Essentially, you purchase what amounts to a small stipend from the. What he describes essentially amounts to a small amount of liquid magic can be used to restore the vitality of a magical item.
Ooh. IRL, like if I send with the excited puppy tippy tapping, that's me. Um, but I think that Song gives like an excited smile and just, of course, thank you. That is quite kind. Now, as
in
for other
addition to this,
purchases,
of course, we'll have to have you sign these papers here and here.
and
Except
what
for release
exactly?
forms, don't worry about it.
Song is already like looking it over. What language is it in?
Infernal.
Fuck. She's gonna hand it to Song, not Song, to Storm. And just, can you look it over?
I look it over.
It begins to start off with the party of the first part renders the party of the second part. And that's the whole theme of the document.
Is there anything that's like, if you use this account,
Roll intelligence.
I own.
Roll what?
Roll an intelligence check.
Ah, man. This dice is not treating me well. I'm gonna use a different one. 5.
Half of these words are words kind of like English that can mean 7 different things depending on the context.
Awesome.
Infernal, ain't that a bitch?
Yeah. Stupid
It's almost like they
homophones.
specifically designed the language to fuck over people.
They
Killed
actually
the
did.
homonyms. Yeah, they did.
You look. Alright, what's with the cross-eyed? You good?
Eh?
You look cross-eyed. You good?
Yeah.
You understand the document, right?
No.
Could
I
you
see.
perhaps explain it?
He put on spectacles. I always find glasses help me read.
Right, but begin reading it, preferably translating it to common.
I don't have glasses.
Essentially, it's a 2-part document. You know, glasses. He writes a note in the ledger. I'll have to fix that.
Need glasses.
He puts down his glasses and like looks at you sideways. Everyone needs glasses.
Our vision is perfect.
Can you see the thing from 70 miles away?
Can you?
Answer the question. Everyone, he emphasizes, needs glasses. He slowly nods.
Gotcha. Farian raises a thumbs up.
Song is looking towards Farian like, do you actually understand what he's saying?
Yes, they're not regular glasses to fix your vision.
You feel he flicks a very heavy lighted cigar at your lips, and you start trying to say that.
Yeah.
Everyone needs glasses.
Right, so are you going to get us all glasses?
Yes.
Right. So I definitely think that Song is standing beside Storm still and just leans in just a little bit. It's just, all of his help is odd, aren't they?
Wow.
She whispered it.
In any case, it is a minor release, no big deal here and there. Mostly if you die, you get your body. If you break the contract, well, you lose you forfeit all benefits. And of course, in the time of an untimely death of the house, you inherit his belongings, whatnot. Very simple. Standard
And
release.
how would we break the contract?
Break the contract.
Well, I don't want to, but you said that we would lose our benefits if we were to break it, so what does that entail?
Buying things aren't on the list.
So no weapons or armor.
Yeah, or donations to rebels or anything that could be reasonably perceived as going to weapons and armor.
With that specific money or any money?
With the funds allocated, correct.
So which means no hiring mercenaries for personal protection?
I think there's a stipend for that, actually. And it's a separate fund. It's not under their jurisdiction.
Right, but will we be able to perhaps pay those that accompany us? Because they all protect us. I myself am a little bit squishy.
He looks at your form. Yes, squisher.
Listen, I'm very lithe, but I'm not one to take a hit.
She's not a frontline fighter.
Exactly, I prefer my magic.
Ah, well, no, it appears you do not have jurisdiction over those funds. Hate to break it to you.
Right, well,
But it looks like there was a recent withdrawal of around 28 platinum, 2 gold. I believe that was paid.
everyone looks at Limebeck. I do think that Song just, well, I believe that there's a contract I can sign then, and she'll just go ahead and write her name in and just, now, as for making purchases,
It goes to materials and anything like that. You don't really have to. It's mostly go to a place, you like the thing, falls in the category, we pay the bill.
right, but would you be able to find a specific item for me? Or a book, more likely.
He pulls out a small vellum piece of paper. What do you need?
Right. I'm looking for a book that may contain a bit more of the lullaby our father has always sung to us. I'm sure he's gotten it from somewhere.
Ah, very well.
And then perhaps a history of Barovia. Specifically focusing on our family line. I would love to know some more about it.
He also writes groomer question mark, bather question mark,
Mm-hmm.
bathtub. He underlines bathtub.
Are you saying I stink?
Oh no, I'm recommending purchases.
That is insulting.
It's necessary. It's hygienic.
I'm incredibly hygienic, I'll have you know. I'm able to cleanse myself with a simple
Resuscitation
spell.
doesn't remove bacteria.
When you are on the road and traveling and coin is a bit tight, you make do.
That is disgusting.
You are one to talk,
I mean, I dump it to love every now and then.
and you are one to talk with your smoke and everything else. I'm sure that's not hygienic.
That's because I love it. And it
And I
annoys
usually-
people that annoys me. He starts to smoke a cigar. In any case, and he proceeds to outline one of the things you apparently didn't understand
Hmm.
is that you are now considered heirs.
Oh,
Ooh.
fuck.
Oh, great.
Oh, God. What does that entail?
That
That-
means
oh.
if Strahd kicks the bucket, one of you two takes over.
Or if we put him in the bucket and throw it off a cliff.
Yo,
Well,
Twin Kings, just like that old fucking Disney Channel show.
Okay, y'all, hear me out above
Twin
table.
Queens.
The twins take over the Barovia. It needs to happen. We can free the
I
people.
mean, the Curse of Strahd ends with us killing Strahd, so
Assuming
is
we
more of
don't
a hostile
die
takeover.
first.
Queen, grabbing you,
Yes.
shaking you. Oh my god,
Yes.
that's just clicking in my brain. What if the gate that the twins are guarding is the gate to Barovia? Oh my god, Queen shaking you, shaking you, shaking you.
Shake it
the
back, shake
gate?
it back.
We're shaking you back because that was already established.
Yep.
Hush. No, it
No,
wasn't.
but no. The gate mentioned in the thing. I didn't never clicked in my brain that
With
the gate was
the
the
familiar, the red heads.
Yeah. It's like literally,
Okay,
I'm that gif right
well-
now that I said that where it's like literally shaking someone.
Okay, on that note, I think we found a place to end tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
actually
sounds
gotta
good.
take off. I'm leaving early tomorrow.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
6 o'clock comes early.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
the
it's my day
session-
off
the-
tomorrow,
the-
and I would like to sleep
The
long.
session ends as Harm throws a tennis ball that rolled inside the room, and you hear flip, and you hear like a rushing dog to go get it.
Oh, guys, so I'm not sure if I'll, because again, I'm watching a baby for the next like 10 days, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to make the next 2 sessions.
Okay.
I won't be able to make next session and the session after. Yeah, next 2 sessions.
Yeah, so it sounds like we're taking a break for 2 weeks.
So, void
Mhm.
systems.
I can make
Alright.
this Sunday. That's it, and then I'm
Okay.
gone.
What systems?
Void systems.
Alright, see you guys.
Peace.
I
What
gotta
See
hop
ya.
still.
Now, most importantly, what do we name the session?
We finally get some fucking food.
So finally, some good fucking food.
Yeah, there you
finally
go.
some good fucking.
There
By the
you
way,
go.
Valter, there's the bow tie and there's a blue ribbon that's meant to be tied in your hair.
God.
Balto will just look at it and not really think about it much, and just put the box on like a table
I
or
imagine
something
he
like that.
just like you just slightly push the box away.
Strahd seeing this all happen is just like, damn.
Since you're a different color, maybe the color was a problem.
Since you are an artificer, you might like to save some of Farian's hair, considering it is a titanium steel alloy. Which
Oh, you're
means-
right.
Yeah, it's aerospace alloy.
All the kobolds have stolen all of it.
Oh, there's a
Because
lot of hair there.
No, none for you.
They are
Well,
they are literally waiting for it to fall and grabbing it. It is shiny.
He can grab it
Valtor
before
is
it
not
falls,
allowed
though.
to make a nuke. Let's just
No.
establish that right now.
But
He's
they're,
not
but
allowed to do it.
they're doing the kitty thing. They're very they really want it.
Theo, here's the real question.
Yes.
What do I have to do to get the dog that won't show up to come to Song and be her friend?
Well,
What do I need to do?
Dogs like him follow masters of shadow.
It's confirmed that it's fucking her. It's the boys.
Alright, yeah, I've got to go to.
Night Tone.
Or as you could say, a dark lord.
So I imagine
God.
Voltor. I imagine Voltor if Talon had to sleep, or Farian had to sleep on the floor.
Oh
No,
no,
For-
they're,
no,
they're,
no, the
like,
girls will share one bed. The
no,
boys
no,
can.
the servants are bringing in like little mattresses for you.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Little
Okay.
canopy
We got
beds.
futons.
Yeah, listen, we're not linebackers.
Like there is there is a and for Lineback, they brought like a large size bed, but for Valtor they brought a large canopy bed with veils
Wow.
and scented sheets. Valtor is slightly uncomfortable being pampered.
Yeah. He's definitely not used to that.
At least Lineback gets a good night's sleep.
Each of the
He
beds
is-
is equipped with its own once the user is asleep, it's equipped with its own silencing field. Prevents snoring.
I like to imagine that Lineback was snoring, and then Strahd added that feature last second.
After banging on the wall.
The girls in the other room are like, shut up, and then the silence bubble gets added to all the beds.
Okay, here's the thing: is my thing cut out, and I was talking, and I was like, nobody's responding, and it's awkwardly quiet. What the fuck did I miss?
Oh, now you know how it feels for me.
Oh well, Valtor got his own canopy bed. He apparently is getting very pampered.
Oh
with scented sheets.
Scented sheets, yeah.
And Lineback's snoring caused Strahd to add a silent spell to every bed.
Alright, well, thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day.